The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir, the nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past.
When they say something, it's primary fascicles, which means
he has a case to answer.
He has case to answer. But the constitutional instrument here is whether or not all primary fascicles are true and are yes.
No, maybe.
Let me tell you. You agree? Let me tell you.
That's why.
Let me tell you. Do you understand? So it can be fabricated.
That's why
it can be lies.
So if
that's why the committee sits.
You see?
Let's have.
Let me. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm very.
What would be the first thing you do as president if you're elected in 2025?
Changing the mindset. What I'll do is, and I've started, it's good you came up with this question.
We are signing out. I just wanted one thing you do.
I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel, they all come together.
What will be the first thing you do as president if you're elected in 2025?
Changing the mindset. What I'll do is, and I've started, it's good you came up with this question.
We are signing out. I just wanted one thing you do.
I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel, they all come together.
So the other question, which is a nice one, Vanessa was asking, if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you, which is a truism. It was true then, and it's still true today. It's an economic truism that once the fundamentals weaken, you will see the impact on the exchange rate fundamentally. And when we talk about many of these fundamentals, you're talking about the GDP growth rate, you're talking about the fiscal balance, you're talking about the exchange, the reserves, level of the reserves that you have, inflation, and so on. When we came into office, during the first term before we hit COVID, between 2017 and 2019, you saw the fundamentals pretty much strengthening by all accounts. And exchange rate depreciated in those 3 years by less than 5%. That was the lowest depreciation in the currency for 28 years. 28 years. That was the lowest depreciation of the currency. I think we went up, even after COVID, we didn't get that high a depreciation. But the biggest shock for the economy came in 2022. All hell was breaking loose in 2022. Inflation, 54% as at November 2022. Exchange rate had depreciated at 54%. And of course, you could look at the fundamentals were in trouble at that time. You saw the fiscal deficit going up, you saw inflation going up, growth declining. And so for me, it wasn't surprising, even though it was shocking, the extent to which the exchange rate went. So the point that we are making is that once the fundamentals weaken, you will get it shown in the exchange rate. And this is
Methodist because you should know say I know it better. 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam.
Asamni nya no kura, kamani nya no kure.
Simply, no decision that I have made in my role as Chief Justice or in my capacity as President of a panel of the Supreme Court has come from anything but a knowledge of law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And no matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law.
All right. Good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. It's exactly 2:16 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. This show is going to run for exactly 3 hours. Exactly 5 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. The show will end. Ghana time, that is 9 p.m. Ghana time. We will be done. So if you're live here tonight, I'd like to say thank you very much for tuning in. We're live on TV. We are live on radio. We are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. On TV, search for Loud Silence TV on Multi TV tonight. Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. This evening, you get us live on Multi TV. We're also live on YouTube tonight. Search for Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are streaming live on YouTube. That's our official Facebook page, YouTube page. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are live on Facebook too. We have two very important platforms on Facebook. Loud Silence TV on Facebook and also With All Due Respect channel on Facebook. Loud Silence TV on Facebook and also With All Due Respect channel on Facebook. We're also live on radio tonight. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You'll get us this show live. You can listen to every single bit of it tonight. You're also live on iOS or on Apple. Go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You'll be part of this conversation. My name is Kevin Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. You're streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. Across the world. We are all over the place in Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas. Enyumbre onyame enede aba na nyame enso edo aba bedru ha bidin dia Kobedu Taylor me and amidi jumadi won chiame. Tonight we'll be looking at issues happening in Ghana. Specifically, we'll be zooming into Ghana politics. We'll be delving into the demonstration, the Aimless protest, and the President of the Republic today made some very important, crucial statements to his appointees. We'll be delving into it, and also a few stories making headlines across the nation. Our job here is to break things down for you to have a clear understanding of what is happening in Ghana. My job is simple: to give you the truth. Enyumbre Oshami Abidin the Kevin Taylor. Enyumbre Jumadie efa amanyo ho nsem abrabo mu nsem baby ye nitua enyumbre anase ye nigina efa eye amanyo ho nsem. President of the Republic John Dramani Mahama ende odinsem bi atudwa ye bedwum ama Ghana fo nyina ate de eko ase efa eye omo a wato nsa afomo anase wato nsa afomo adwuma omo ye adwuma ema aban efremo appointees of the government. And or the Sibu a year as summer and what Dimbako Eddie Amom say, Ubia Wendy's Assam no sono Sibu Ubinidi. Now in some Briswisi, a year the minority MPP4 and Omuye a year the Afro-American girlfriend protest. So share protest and Ankasa Koyana. It was organized by Afro-American. You didn't see any serious faces. You did not see the party itself being behind the demonstration. It was Afro-American who decided to demonstrate in support of his girlfriend, Madame Tokonu. So he basically got the younger, feeble, weak-minded MPP guys to follow him on this exercise. It was basically a kifit exercise. They kept to themselves. You saw a lot of them with big bellies and an abimo. BP was through almost life ni bibiano lifestyle ninja. So it was good on a Monday morning to get such cows on the streets to walk for miles. On a normal day, they wouldn't do that. So these are some of the exercises we encourage the government to at least be promoting, be telling other political parties to be part of this kind of exercise. We should have what we call the every month a year exercise demonstration or demonstration exercise so that people will lose weight in Ghana. We will delve into that matter, the agenda behind the week aimless protest that we saw on the street of Ghana today, the most weakest protest. The NPP, Egu, now, and they have seen it themselves. They went out there, they saw the numbers, they are disappointed, they are shocked, they know their party is gone for good. I've told them, and it was a promise, and I still stick to it. The NPP will be in opposition for 42 years unless I decide that they can come back to power. And it's a fact because we know what the political terrain actually is. My job here is simple, to tell you the truth, to kill Jandam, and also to make sure the right things are said. If you're watching me tonight, you are the main sponsor of this show because of technology. That's why we are here tonight to reminding ourselves of things that we have forgotten, things that we need to remind you to order, stay in contact with the right people to talk about the right things. And then you bring the whole Ghana will be a shame about nonsia apemu a yet sema edionu a year 620. Over US about 220. Jumadi way abepon exactly 9 p.m. Ghana and I don't know pepe Jumadi way about US 5 p.m. US time is going to go is going to end. Diana air koswa menti ya nipebi ebo say ebimuso era ho ene omobeko jail nana Vietnam will go to jail Bonfa koteketwa obeko jail, he knows. Nitiri ho tutu. Mese ma command no mese ombra TV so ombra Facebook no be kan kira ma de kodi ente o delete video no me nyanko bebia me ginim. Ai enti dilly dally ne allegations and emfa bebia obeko jail. Bra na be kire bu kire Ghana for nana koteketwa bonfa koteketwa. Aya kire wonim na nipa nche na tuche no na opempem pa de e obia so enimetutu e obia so sebio bema tenten grandma sebi etweda onante muntimi nsre oba so nto yombo mfra brojirimro koka okudi yomo ho na tuche no nana Vietnam nana eye koteketwa aya yiwenim na hwan ne hwan na ehwe benwumbre ya omo kan sema menhuye ebi musu di matem ejabo jana bedru Kevin Taylor na miamini de obeka bia enko bibia gina de gina gigim Uja kwa wow problem. On YouTube, I can see Fauzi Nas watching me tonight. Thank you very much, Fauzi. I can also see Akosia Richard Azuye watching me tonight on YouTube. Also, Ace Boogie is watching me. Rainer Yakubu is live on YouTube tonight. Thank you very much, Rainer, for being here tonight. Akosia is back again. Frederick Museto is watching me tonight on YouTube. On Facebook, I can also see Kumi Edem watching me. Kingsley Solomon is live on Loud Silence TV tonight. Kwame Mensa Abrampa is live on this evening show. Thank you very much, Kwame. Nyantechi Collins is also live on YouTube tonight watching me. Thank you very much, family. Thank you to every single person who's made it possible to be here tonight. All right, Mr. S, that's the video, right? Okay. Thank you, Mr. S. I'll work on it. Good afternoon from Jumai Abdullah. Thank you very much, Jumai, and thank you for tuning in. You are part of this family. Also, thank you to Millie, if you sunset, sorry, you're also live here tonight. Thank you very much for joining this platform. I can also see Aho Eric watching me tonight. Daniel Dagba live on Loud Silence TV tonight on Facebook. Thank you very much, Daniel. And also good evening to Ubia Oshemi, every single person. Openo Kreno. Good evening and thank you. Moment for Jumadi and because Imbrenu ho caption na after the aimless protest, what next? Yebusa question, a simple question. MP before your protest and the Yebusa say after protest, you know what next? The end BM you see, I'm inti anya den my protest inti anya den inti nka moya protest no nanka ya den na nyina ya den yanya den inti ya si anya den na mahama nya den the constitutional odis no ombusu ana onya den eno na ya na de biebusa na mbofu inti si ano my protest no si amadeda omomko ekodi nkofo yirichi omko na bi mo eya afenwoma ke mo mpra si ano question ni nya say yanya den my demonstration we my protest nipa amba parties nkwa insian senson went to 40,000 to 50,000 people on the street of Ghana keke when 40,000 50,000 party nkwa enson maka insian maka chem say the NDC will rule for a very long time. The NDC as a political party, they will rule for a very long time, and today I think that you people are seeing it. And the majority of you is some of the Biekano, Ghana for any to crossing baby. Into question and saying to Yanya Dang, my demonstration, my protest, my exercise, me say Bewa, a bedani Bewa, a year Bawi, right? Bawi for MP ni da hu Jimmy no ho or ne appetition for ne red for bi. That is what you are good at. That is what the NPP is good at. The NPP does not represent anything now. The NPP just represent careless, unreasonable people who think they can do things their own way. That is the NPP for you.
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen.
The nature of who they are, what they represent. It's anything. Bawi for MP no. Me so on the red for boys. We 100 Ghana no mu Jimmy omo. Ging and I'm saying mu de Jimmy say MPP de say from Titinasa Jimmy ni etiamo na de mo ya na mo ye mabo opposition. Jimmy said there's no seriousness about the NPP. There's no seriousness about them. Now you see the NPP first and a year Jake Obechebi people like Hakman Uswajiman, Kromfui, or Safuma for Motamani Junsom Nimiansano, Obi to say Michael Quay, like Omoya demonstration, and the demonstration when they did him. Messy party near demonstration and the one they did him. And I want to ask a simple question. Chairman so take a break from the thank you tour now, or prepare aqua gym. Ako hokrone to man muscles aba na wenya calories papa e de ananti Ghana no muhu chairman oho. Did you see the chairman of the party speak under the demonstration? No. You know why? Because the demonstration was organized by Afenyo Makin. The demonstration was in support of Afenyo Makin's personal relationship, friendship, association, coordination behind the scenes. On the Chief Justice, no. Afenyo Makin is fooling the party. Afenyo Makin is fooling everybody. He knows that majority of the followers of the party, they are daft. Afenyo is fooling them. I will come to that issue. I will talk extensively on the protests they had today. But and there are a few things that we need to deal with. Not Ghana for the aban we so na Ghana for the aban we so inti very important say be mo John Mahama aban no the good government na aban papa no the omo ye ene the was Ghana ni bi. But before I let you in that, and I say I start talking about the government, remember this boy, his name is Williams Anefi Sapon. Williams Anefi Sapon is a criminal. He's a thief. He's a thief. Or a truthful, or a crumb for. Baby Abeshia boy, everywhere you meet this guy, call him a thief. He's a criminal. He's an imposter. He's a fraudster. He's an internet fraudster. Himself, his dad, and his mom. These three people are fraudsters. His name is Williams Anefi Sapon. Williams Anefi Sapon. Baby Abehu Abrante will be a catcher and say Kevin Taylor so we go and clear yourself. Or ye we are enche obeko jail. Now person the president din ekobo krono gold mu krono. And a catcher and say ombre we are se mekanche obia say he's got nothing to do with the president. He never sat in any meeting to mention the president's name because there are 15 people behind him. 15 people behind him. And the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is because all the people behind Airboy Wino, when this boy, the day this boy will go down, they will all go down. And omunye ni panketi nkiti we MPP for kesi for business for criminals. So this boy, his name is Williams Anefi Sapon. Baby abehu no Ghana bia ka chen se Anefi Kevin se wo ye wi. Brabe yi wo nwano. O the president di kwatena meeting mu. O ka chere Arab for say Kevin Taylor John Mahama ye wadan for pa. Na gold border na ye PMMC no. O bigger shares in it. Obetumi edi ani mo ma be establish gold zouk e wo Ghana. Sa asem no kan sa wan kan ade na wontina Facebook kan kire wi ase sa won kan na John Mahama nya wadanfo ade ntina Anefi wuntumi nkasa because Anefi ye wi Anefi ye kromfo me meka che plain ba omi anya madamfo ekufo ade nya madamfo chema wuntumi ye wi onya madamfo baby amejine bia okasa madamfo ne eye den eye che mahunto meka che nya madamfo John Mahama onya madamfo obi o NDC o madamfo meka che elekem kotoko madamfo me wondamfo NDC bubusa me na se o madamfo meka de onya madamfo no menji tum into the issue is Williams and Nephews upon me see bra beka che Ghana for say oh we dey wonya politics John Mahama de onya madamfo kan brofo just 10 seconds each first 10 seconds no John Mahama is not my friend. He has never been my friend. I've never had any conversation with him. He is not a business friend. I've never had any political conversation with him. In fact, I have no contact to John Mahama. Just that. Now, no as I can chi. John Mahama nyama damfo. Minsia no krampo in the business won komoda. On nyama damfo bia kikasa ansam no 10 seconds never to abon me jaw life amount. Oh yeah. Now as I catch Ghana for say. What now when I'm Ghana say for Dr. Wask. No one ya doctor papa bia. Medical Ghana Medical Council for certify. Oh, your medical doctor. Never license the children say, oh, your medical doctor. You're more license or be practice here. Nyama me anyway. We no. In Tokobe the woman. Asemi ya ka untumi ken. Ni papa so ya krom for. Williams Nephews upon papa ni or ye rechain bibia e wi or ye balao. Boy no kro no a obo nyina papa we ne shechiri. He's a criminal as well. He's a criminal as well. Oyewi is a thief. This is the man who has been training this boy. Kakra. And the boy we call man we na enjoy butino. That is Williams and Nephews Sapon's father. Ne papa ni Oyewi. Oye Church of Christ former pastor. Oyewi papa we kromfo. Ontimi kan che de bade se ne bade meka se onfa Mahamadin ko boko no efri se na oka ho. Na ne ba ne edi sa bone no oka ho no mu di bone no eni ti no ntumi ntu ne ba ne fo no se ombra bon tire meka nkyere wiase se eye John Mahama nya na damfo nhia ne da ne maame so nie ne maame so ye wi Yahoo family omo ya kromfo so baby a behu sa akwa wo bia one ne maame one ne papa omo ye wifo ne papa ne maame omo ti ase they are not dead they are alive they are enjoying the booty from this boy. Why are they not telling this boy to just do this? Because yempesa, yempenifo, yempesa nkofo be hu asreye edidi atem. Wo ye ba ka kire Ghana for se Mahama nya wadanfo. Ade ntina mu ntumi kan kire no. Every so many boy we ne bokro no. Maka kire mo. Boy no onye his name is Williams Nephews Sapon, aka Dr. Wask, a thief, a criminal. He works in Ghana and pretends say o sika bi onika pre. E wi bia ne nse. Yeah. Baby obekobia onko mekura me mumu me hu hwi me say ni free me hu de akompo enti baby obeshia Williams Nephews Sapon bia kan say Kevin Taylor say we wi nobody should do business with him. All right, thank you very much. And my catch them and then me catch there eye bomfa kwa tiketwa I said yes bomfa kwa tiketwa and okokoto on kanchiremo bova got to we Jimmy D or case or court not to show so case in WhatsApp with Jimmy Brita. Ye betina why is akoko utu brupelo aso utu brupelo aso obeko jail bova baku esika baku e jail onim ne wotete no dumi na bova Jimmy utu brupelo aso ai ubeti kitu no aso utu bro no aso so we Jimmy oni self control we Jimmy na adwene so form ontiminya journalism kasa mesi mon kanche bomfa koteketwa na Vietnam mesi bra Facebook yen stop you obi awo it is open John Mahama ba mu democracy ni yedwuma na Vieta bomfa koteketwa obema ketekete sada bodabo and I want to Ghana rob as on to yombo mfra bro chire mere faka utrima sana oba Facebook bomfa koteketwa Messi bra Facebook me na meto men safro a command. You have no option that to come on Facebook. Adiano ujaya men pene. You have to still do it a force. Because we don't have anything to entertain ourselves. As we sit here, they be a bese abodam for ye nye dan say ye hia abodam for ahwomo a force. I am forcing, I am demanding. Bonfa kwa tiketwa bra Facebook na beka kire enkwasiafo no mde wachi ni say video na wo delete ye no chire mu chire ma de kudie ntia wo delete ye and the oko court can the oka chire mo court so kwase ahoro de ochire kwatiketwa mese mama obipi ebe bogu ani utrim mese obipi no ebe boafo akuma na afa utrimbo so abodam unimi ohun me ya fun time bomfa kwatiketwa na Vietnam me na me show wo option me na me show wo ya be ma bra America mese me na me show mese bra Facebook no so you see there umpe me na me decide whether ubeye djuma so me na me say by force team send him $200 to buy data come and tell the world say adentina we delete sa video no ode boy kwase pay be ma 1000 Ghana ufin ontumi mbobra as what you are employed you are unemployed a typical unemployed buffoon unye djuma na odwin say anafi ene be ma kakra mo aba nipa and they also be anafi do obeko jail anafi be ko jail bomfa ko tiketwa wo ya be ma te se me ekobedu a bra Facebook na be ye dede and the so court bra na be ka kire mo de okoye no court wo we jimi yatu ebura na waso yatu ebura na emotional intelligence uni ba kumpo na me ekọ nyankopon te asia menwi mikuta o minim me miaw me sa o ya na me ka me yese na me so mu ansa me jemu na me miaw de bia ubeko jail so nim o say na untumi ntucha o nam ubeko jail enti bonfa ko tiketwa yi ye twen ho ye njaye o ye twen ye ni je wo ho de o ye ne ye pe mo ye betu eburo de be ma de bia de mo ye mo eburo no na wujimi hu mo enti mo amunim ko tiketwa no mo amunim na Vietnam no mo kan say Kevin Taylor say it is a command and anadwi bra ochina bra also about to say me decide say no I am deciding the pace now obi antumi njai nobody is going to stop anything nobody until I decide they also join the only so jai I decide enti me shamo a command aya na wa catch them when they see wo court kwasia asem da court now to ho ejuto we jimi o ya kwara obi bia jimi sam untumi shada endwene ye beto eburo saa me de mehu se yeto eburo anu asoso yi meto eburo de bia mo aso o so a uye meya o ya an so let's take care of better business bomfa koteketwa na Vietnam nana ho shishino nana bre nana timi nkasa de se nana ba onim de onye se amikoye show a ebia na mebu akofu no makoka semina jail na ebia 12 years ya sa 50 se amenya dan nana data so asa nana yire twe no nana anya adwuma nana ka ekuta go do petro gum nana bre nana me betu sa nana se me wo so wadwini mu ha emu ha ai why say tete confirm no wadwini mu ha metu eburo sa metu eburo e de obeso baako metu eburo e de obeso baako ososo ade wura ne bechewo uso a onse wajimi nti asem da court na wo sa ate ho ka ho asem wajimi u enti bonfa kwatiketwa ochina anadwi bra na kirekire mu kire ma de ntina wo delete ma men lady na obedidi na tem so onyelo ade na wo delete sa episode no ade na wo delete wo ya bema we na so na wo ya bema yi obama kitikiti sa dabo yasi yade intietiemu ni impo e na kire mbemasam yade adwene nyansa e na yade ye mbemasam edi kwatikiti we eye me imranti nyina hene me otumfo na me se me hyew mato eburo besoso. All right, now let's take our business. Now you see this. John Dramani Mahama ended the president Okasaye, and it's exactly 2:39, about 5 pepe upon Ghana time, exactly 9 o'clock. Na upon show no. Ntimomianka eye adepa eye John Mahama abanwe omoye ama Ghana for. Now government appointees who failed to declare their asset by 31st March will have their 3-month salaries donated to the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. And John Dramani Mahama kasa, and early on, and I say, now by the start, or the Mrabi Betoho, say we are appointee. Now say 31st of March, ufeli say ube declare assets. John Dramani Mahama say na asutwe eda homa. Now, there's one thing people are forgetting. When John Mahama was making that statement, some people had not been given the appointment letter. Meaning, time na John Mahama ASR statement, na nipa ni bi wo kra ye na appoint omo. In the result here say, now omo ana time John Mahama ekasa asem na ye nya omo appointment. This does not apply to them. This only applies to those who had received the appointment letter and were officially appointees of John Mahama's government. Into Asuma President Ninkano, also Tiashe say, a chira want to bro for or see more time or ma 31st March deadline say wow when declare assets no or say a chuma no. Sa time no kasa na e more monsaka mon letters because sa time wa won sanka letter no now when you appointee of the government. Now or see asotwe da was say more or ma sam rano when this so ever seen no mo 3 months salary a year marketia January February March ni nyina no ye de kwa koto foto na ye bia friend Mahama case nim sa foto na and the MPP chairman a owo krofuom ana MPP chairman a owo atonsu se yare bono etwe bi bedana ham na onye sika emfan yi na ebia onya cancer ebia MPP for chairman o bantama MPP for chairman a owo kowum praye so se ebia yare kwa nkoro bi beto no so ana na yire so ana ne mma so na onye sika emfa nhwe no ho a sa Mahama Cares Fund no enum ne yebekọ ne akoyi sika e de abehwe MPP chairman no enti John Mahama say sa appointees a munyina fairly say and the contract am ne ekohu say mo a muntumi nyeye no because o say auditor general na kasa say ana accountant general say there are a few of you guys who have not done that or say the first punishment and say mo a mun declare no John Mahama say January February March mo salary ni nyina yele kwakoto den yele kwakoto Mahama Cares Fund nim enna wasa hye wama order say na appointees nyina obia de 1 month salary kwakoto Mahama Cares nim so technically mo a mundi sambra no so mo 4 month salary ni nyina ekọ Mahama Cares nim what you say because first 3 months no when declare time na okasa wa na wunya appointment de wonka na wa na wunya appointment no Mahama said January to March e was our salary ni nyina ye kogu Mahama Cares foundation nim and na osa shemra said time ye bie Mahama Cares den fund no oka say appointee bia o Ghana John Mahama man appointment no e say omo first and I say omo 1 month salary no ye de koto den fund nim enti technically John Dramani Mahama one appointees of Mahama Sinyina obia 1 month salary ye de kwakoto den ye de kwakoto Mahama Cares Foundation sene ye be ya MPP fo ni bi yare na se yare kwa ankora Mahama Cares no sa foto no betuma hwe MPP fo no ene Ghana fo MPP fo no magimi dodo ne na yare ene tina meka no sa no ena mo a ye hye mra no na ye de mo appointment letter amamu a mumu bi mundi so no o say mo 3 months salary ni nyina ye de koto Mahama Cares nim ena ye besa de mo 1 month salary asaka ho 4 months na ye de koto Mahama Cares found nim. That is what the president said today. Let's listen to the president.
On the 18th February 2025, I set a deadline of 31st March 2025 for all appointees who are taking office or being nominated at the time to declare their assets. An update provided by the Auditor General to my office indicates that some of you failed to meet that deadline. For all those who are appointed or nominated before 31st March 2025 and failed to meet the deadline, you are to forfeit 3 months of salary to be donated to the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, named after me, Mahama Cares. In addition to 1 month salary that I've asked all appointees to donate to the Mahama Cares Trust Fund. So it means that those who omitted to declare assets by the date, you are paying 4 months salary to Mahama Cares. However, if by close of day Wednesday, 7th May 2025, any of you still fails to declare your assets, count yourself automatically dismissed.
President no Osaka Siso Osei sa asema wakin muna ewosanka 31st we mu declare mo assets time na o make sa statement mo na mo appointment letter no Osei by the 7th of this month, wa still ube felisa ube declare wa set no, or catch us automatically ya pamon. We ni nyansani a odi amanso, odi manso. Or say, wa undeclare ya yajo 4 months edi ko Mahama Cares Fund no. So by 7th, when to men declare, or so counter who said John Mahama wa pamon. 80 by 7th, moi, yaka say mun declare before the 31st of March. 1 year, yajem 4 months salary nina edekwa ugu Mahama Cares Foundation, fund him, sorry. Or say by 7th, so un declare ya pamon, or say count yourself sacked. Inti wamamo from now to the 7th. So when declare, Mahama say you have been sacked from his government. A simple and tietia gidi gidi bia ni ho automatic sack. We any president, we any aban, or say de biano aban biba etumi set some examples. Leadership is very important. And you see, dear Mahama, somebody will say, oh, where dear say ahumida, but we need to start somewhere. We need to be consistent. We need to show leadership. And then the mama Ghana for Abeti, I say, ampa, idea where dear, it has to continue. Inti, some people say, oh, where dear who be that? And no na Ekufuado be or they say Ghana. Because Ekufuado debonair to the point, a do point even the majority of Ghanaians don't have trust and they don't have trust in governance. They don't have trust in politicians. But not all politicians are foolish like Jemaun to me. Not all politicians are liars like Baumia. Not all politicians are not stable mentally like in Japan. And your politicians in and the casa to say abronye it is appointed. Inti Nana Kufuado, his bad governance, ebema politicians be looking like Sadi Kufuado. But now John Mahama is making the difference. John Mahama is making us understand say you nyansa for to me the oman show monsa. Your leaders are omo junior konkan omunim nyansa sebio omutumi hihye So we all need to understand that nobody is joking here. Real issues nekoso. And also Osaka Asemika ho John Dramani Mahama. It's about a year gifts. Obuoha. Yes, yo, President Biaba power. I appointee be yakoche na de or say ende. So we John Mahama appointee and a buy with appointee or a limit to gifts. And no crampono gift a brew 20,000 also making sure so we declare. Sebio so free baby our opposition na o kokra. A president to go on a whole sa gift no or the beko anasa on fanko. Or say bia we a head of ebiti say NYE. And I say we a gold board director. And I say when I share a year national BB NADMO we a government appointee. Now say obi chawa dear as a gift we a government person. Now say ni pani chawa gift na over 20,000 Ghana. What has to happen and they say I was a sa gift no would declare. In fact, say below 20,000 crown pona, you still have to declare. Now say 20,000 and over, I also declare. Now who free buy mu crown to me say, oh, me wa buy mu na we the car we chair me into me the court. It is only the president who can decide. Say, sa de we the chair we or the beko na won fanko. John Dramani Mahama, the president, spoke on this. Let's listen to him.
Gifts and hampers. We all know our cultural fondness for gifts. But we must now draw a clear line between appreciation and influence. Appointees are prohibited from accepting gifts or favors, especially from companies or individuals with interest in governmental decisions. If a gift is received during an official engagement and its estimated value exceeds 20,000 Ghana cedis, it must be declared. And upon leaving office, the gift must be surrendered unless expressly permitted to retain it by the president. As for hampers and gift items, no government funds, including internally generated funds, are to be used to purchase or distribute hampers. The only exception is modest gifts to staff as a reward for excellence or retirement. For government entities that must distribute hampers or gifts as part of their corporate commercial policy, express permission for the budgeted expenditure must be received from the Office of the Chief of Staff.
Enti John Mahama kamu ina mate gift kickbacks no say eswetwa. Say okoye official duty be oh me na me CEO of DNDN and e ba ha and I say hey Mr. CEO and then they ato eye Nissan pickup be the amount o just pickup na Fabra office because it was an official assignment. Now sa pickup no come and declare na NC office or enye dwumama office. So we kura na wo kwa a president nkwa na betuma ka sa gift we fakọ. Sa gift no exceed 20,000 na I also declare. Now or see eni say oje gift every people are omoni aban eye adwuma. Companies be omo private. Omo so ye dey private company but ohwem no na aban wa mo contract da. Ebi omoni aban wo insawosuo bi. Saa nkofo no oye John Mahama appointee and the code of ethics no or say you cannot do business and be taking gifts from such entities because it can influence your decision making. In the John Mahama the code of ethics not to Inti moya John Mahama appointees no we are clear and understandable. You have to understand the president and say in your official capacity you cannot take a gift worth over 20,000. In your official capacity when you take gift over 20,000 you need to declare and also it does not become yours. It is only when the president sees it fit to give it to you. Inti you cannot use your office to go do some kickbacks and where they are a gift in the name of bribe. No. Code of ethics was today launched by the president or today basically introduced to the appointees by the president. Go by the code of ethics. There is a book that was launched today. Go and take the book and let it guide you as an appointee of John Mahama. Keep the book with you. Let it be in your office. Let it be with you. This is your holy Bible as far as you are working for John Mahama as an appointee. The moment you fail to follow the principles in this code of ethics, Holy Bible, John Mahama by apprenting, you need to understand so automatically you'll be sacked, and at the end of the day, you'll be interrogated, investigated, and then when you're like here, prosecuted and jailed. You need to understand the pace has been set. There's nothing like, hey, wait there, minimo, makanwaha, it is going viral. The world knows John Mahama has spoken. The code of ethics is out there. Go and get the book and read. Say I won't end up in jail or being fired. Abra winning naso. John Mahama and the can say me Osaka for code of ethics and he made a straight emphatic statement about travels. Abuying a for appointees makwentu or say all official travels of government appointees must be approved by the chief of staff. Say a government appointee. Na say Juma de abeda Switzerland. Juma be abeda Togo, abeda Benin, abeda eye abrochire, yakasa abrochire, Togo ya abrochire, yakasa abrochire, Benin ya abrochire, Sudan ya abrochire, America ya abrochire, UK ya abrochire, oko Germany ya abrochire. So we aban adwuma under John Mahama as an appointee. Code of ethics no ebi na making kan kire no. O ma miska meboa wo se ne be ya nyi wedi. Uwi akwaji book ni be kan. Na fa kwase atena o kai Kevin Taylor de bi ogina ekon so ye be pamon. John Mahama say ukwa kodi dwuma ama aban no as a government appointee or no aton in safro. It does not matter wherever you are going, whether by train, whether you are driving, whether you are flying, whether you are witching, however way you are going, it should be approved by the chief of staff. No official travels can be done by an appointee without the sanctioning or without the permission or the approval of the chief of staff. Inti so once a government appointee be etukwan. Also busa say na chief of staff or approve trip way and sana oko. We all have to be watching. Sa nkwasi akwentu na su betwa. Sa akwentu na media mekwa ha. Sa na bi mu nkwasi akwentu no ebi nsi biem. Inti we and John Mahama is telling you Ghanaians. Mo amoye na appointee say send say agency bim a government institution be now your head or whatever position you occupy. Now say akwenya bi abeda also kwa abrochire to represent the government or your agency. You need to go take approval from the chief of staff. Julius Debra is there. We have Standogbe there. Their offices in your Jubilee House. You need to email, write, or go in there and seek approval before the government can clear you to fly, drive, witching, or boat out of this country. There are so many forms of traveling. You can boat out, you can fly out, You can drive out, you can jog out, you can witch out, you can whatever out you want to go. At the end of the day, as far as you're a government appointee, you need to take approval from the chief of staff. Now, John Dramani Mahama, any appointee who by close of Wednesday, the 7th May 2025, still face to declare. Okay, I've spoken about that. Now, and John Mahama, ya DB, you say, you are kind of pen or so, and no kind of Frenchman, le si et le snocon, tu le pas sacre lison. You are kind of pen or so, le tout les la maison, tu le pas sacramion, les chansons. Dia wawakano oso sonsono. Now, and John Mahama, read the code of code of ethics. Edi actually Ghana nyina about actually ne appointees no. Or yes, something extraordinary in Ghana you don't normally see, and in Africa you don't normally see. These are things that the government and the president. Oh yeah, I am very proud because when you have journalists who are gossips like Manasseh Azuri, akwala de nim like science ayuwem na obabia ware no sebi otigana na okase oh no ye djuma wo Fourth Estate and the tutwi no so onye djuma Fourth Estate. Azuri oyiri a lawyer oyiri bo djuma onam Ghana consenti media house bi ambeso no be djuma because we want to prevent liars like Manasseh Azuri, a thief like Manasseh Azuri. Oni mameka be binchiremo. Let me talk about this first. And John Mahama did something at Jubilee House. A man for the car chair the president as a gift. And a man for the car, I think some businessmen. And John Mahama catch a Ghana for say, you know something? Menemo ka say, car ne board dimpa mienu. Businessmen and our company be the abecheme as the president. I want Ghanaians to know, say, this car, it is over 20,000 Ghana cedis. So I am officially giving Ghana this car. Yadi abecheme ba Ghana nje. Go and add it to the pool. Eye aban kasa egua sebio aban ko bebia na yede amani pamo mutwi John we dey fepa. Intended John Mahama say sa kasa no sebio yede be chair no as a president, but as far as oya government official oya ono so appointing himself because he appointed himself, the constitution appointed him no or say code of ethics no eye adwuma apply to no enti cars ni mienu no or se monje or the amagana for because odim say ewi te say Azuri any Joy News cocaine media for ne MPP Jimmy for no they will turn this around and say John Mahama wakoba kro no akowia car yeti kroma na John Mahama manisi sumina so or talk car edema chief imam with all due respect chief imam betuma to car but efe John Mahama saw chief imam said the car break it down and he basically took his own salary to buy a car for chief imam and chief imam to make a car chief imam betuma to for runners 50,000 still affecting, but out of respect. So it shows say the man had money, his salary could afford that. But because Obitisa Azuri, a dirty riffraff who basically uses stabbing and those kind of things to destroy people, no, or say Sadia no, e be in CBM. It John Mahama and the cars mienua a year business if we be edebe chair no, or say Neniaso. He's very impressed. He's very impressed, and that he's actually donating, giving the car to the government. Yanje Kano, this is what happened at the Jubilee House today. Car. All right.
And as thank you very much. That's it.
John Mahama said cars, no, or a government official. The cars are over 20,000 Ghana cedis. As some of kind, what he's basically preaching, he's practicing or practicing what he preaches. In Tikano or the Amabain, and Abanju Biaba, President Biba Sraye near Kofana Airport. And I say Kabia, President Biba also used to diplomat Biaba Srabaino. These cars are there for Ghanaians to give them to use. Into John Mahama, he's setting example as a leader. Nana Dagoko for the president. Kwanta kromo de koye oje kwanta no afa egufu ekufu de kwanta no afa kwanta president be free Cuba bae yadafo Ghana diplomat be free Cuba bae or de cigar nko 30 na ekufu ado chechiri gu bottom ni kotena fie oni bedi etuodum ni nyina we nja ba ku part wo se ebia na enyankofo bi free Cuba and other countries omnum den cigar na do danko ekufu ado oni bedi etuo tena Jubilee House cigar worth about $100,000 omun nwi omutumi num cigar no de wi afra omutumi twa cigar so omutumi twa wi so na omo bia cigar dim omo ye cigar di sei na omo yi cigar no de wom no na omo de wi na gum obeko na bedi etuo o de penny wo cigar mu otumi twa wi so na ohu boase wi Mumu say kufu ne nkofo say gift ba kwanta kura wa fama mo. Oji bibia trom, oji ya trom and the president papa ba and the or say see the bechere over 20,000 Ghana or no enya de obeji. That is it for you as Ghanaians. John Mahama is showing leadership. Me say na Martin say me nkofo ki kan say me. Ghana for you decide who leads us. So time do not say decide who will lead us. You better decide upon chindi enim. You better decide say depend enim. You better decide say ayakotondi enim. Until we will decide as Ghanaians who leads us in 2028. Until it is not up to one individual or two people or some three people or a group. It is up to Ghanaians. What we want is what we will get. Until Yambo Empire for Nkwapa for 2028. When we get to 2028, what we want as a people, united Ghanaians, democratic Ghanaians, what we want is what we will get in 2028. Into that point in the now be decided, Ghana for be decided, the same way Ghana for decided 2024, 2025, Yakoto about 2024, no, the same way in 2028, we will decide what we want is what we get. We will demand for what we want, and no man, because when we all come together and democratically decide, say, yepe aponche, yepe akoko, yepe kubea, we will get that because yen yinani about together, and that is what we want. Inti John Mahama is setting a good example. And he's leading very well. He's showing his leadership skills and quality. And I'm so proud to have a man like that as president. At least, he's not going to get everything right, perfect. But he's showing, say, a perfect gentleman or a lady to lead any country. It's about the person willingness and readiness to make sure, say, on any panel minor. On him say, John Mahama, he's not going to get everything 100%. He knows he's a politician. And I know, and you know. But at least John Mahama is showing, say, when we all come together, respect each other, and basically set good examples and lead the people with a good heart, the people also support. He is showing leadership. And leadership is all about sacrifice. It's all about you taking decisions that will benefit the people behind you, that will not make them doubt you, that will make them believe you and also die for you. And that is what John Mahama is doing. Right now, in the pattern of Ghana, now Okacham said, do you believe in John Mahama? Oka said, yes. Oka said, I didn't try. So now I respect him because John Mahama is showing leadership. He's showing sacrifice. He's showing respect to me. So you see it's a majority of the people. Say, say, John Mahama, another 4 years, 2028, John Mahama will win because the goodwill, the good heart, the intelligence and honesty in his side or on his side, Ghana for ehu. But hey, yenjran krani muntu tunkrane. Yenjran krani muntu tunkrane. Mommy uncle the next one so. Ghana will decide who leads us in 2028, not a political party, not some group of people, not a tribe, not a religion, but Ghana. What Ghana wants is what we will get. And Ghana wants something good. Ghana wants something humble. Ghana wants truthfulness. Ghana wants something that respects. Ghana believes in hard work and experience. Ghana will choose who will lead Ghana. And in 2028, we will be here. Ghana will choose what is good for Ghana. Ompe, ontiasie, obodam. Ay, yan jankani mutitin kind. Ay, yejum. We got now. See, and the MP before a demonstration. Afenyomakin. Somebody saying, please kindly check TV signal. It is bad. I am not the one who takes care of TV. TV guys, I beg. They are saying my TV signal is very weak. Can you guys work on the TV? Am I okay? Somebody just sent that message. Please, are you okay? Thank you very much. They are checking on the TV signal. Please, every month is $100. Try and send it to us. Now, and you see a year MPP for any parties in 5 echo demonstration. 5. In the MPP become a party 6 and now bear 5. Now, demonstration. The question is, demonstration no MPP de bi omo kan mo se abo oso na ne wonam so abo oso na ne nam do so omo be demonstration e bi nsi Ghana da demonstration a mammoth ye ka se bibi a mammoth ye ka se demonstration bi gigantic ana gigantic however you want to say it ye ka demonstration bi ye overwhelming ye ka demonstration bi ye record breaking omo ka che se demonstration omo be ye no e bi nsi Ghana da. And the number of people we will see on the streets of Ghana, it will show how powerful the NPP as a political party is. You can say, okay, yati. I'm say people will come out of their rooms. A man for PA, they will not go to work. A man for the office, or make jai office na be jina kwa home. Ma me form to be no nyina be jai duane no. Omba be di omochi every say. Afenyoma can send a girlfriend tokonu. You see a suspended it. Afenyoma can say on tiasie into the ECG container ska. Any Ghana water container ska, any Ghana road fund content sikano, or the bar be campaign ama ni girlfriend Madam Tokonu. And don't get me wrong, when they say somebody's girlfriend, it does not necessarily mean say sebio or nene da or yini bema not that shouldn't that be and yes anete. We all have girlfriends, a ma or yawa damfo. Inti aye jujuma montiasie. Now demonstration ibo, and they be see at for your marking any lead MPP for say omunye demonstration. 4 other parties or 5 other parties were part of this demonstration. Now you expect to say, anka demonstration as no, say parties na omunyina come with tibo no. Say omuye so potent. Omuye party omuye recognizable. Omuye party omuye effect on our political discourse and the way we are basically running this country. And also we say at least anya kra about beye 10,000 people here. You're supposed to see it. Young fans say MPP inquire the be about 7,000 beba. Na kokoshe about 400 the cannabis so. Is that what we saw today? Did we see the big demonstration at NPP somewhere, the biggest opposition party in Ghana, and at the course now omu taking so protest now omu yama afenyoma ken girlfriend now party ni penny for yesterday show me busamu say. The chairman now released his statement said the chairman of the NPP is just going to take a break to prepare for a demonstration. Did you see the chairman at the demonstration? Mekache mo NPP followers is with Jimmy. And mekache some way it's not in bad and just say be a time mo. Mekache them some way Jimmy because mama party for Jimmy mo every day. Did you see the chairman? Did the chairman speak at the event? Did you come across the chairman who they said, say, we jai thank you, Tono, or prepare 5 days for the demonstration? Did you see him there? The banner NDC for a demonstration, our chairman, our leading partner, has not shown up. Where will be that? Every demonstration, be NDC Bayiano, their chairman represents, because the leader of the party is the chairman. The general secretary is not the leader of the party. The National Youth Organizer is not the leader of the party. The Women's Day and Day is not, the chairman of the party is the leader of the party. When the party says, say, yes, thank you, to, and I say, who born doctor? Now say, I will be sick. Until the chairman is taking a break, and the break is because of this demonstration. Now, they could do demonstration as now with chairman now. What does that tell you? It means the whole structure, that party itself, sebio, the leadership, no, Jimmy. Now, there's a reason why today they are not so loud about the demonstration because it flopped. Because Ghana 4, they have come to that realization, say the MPP is just a killing machine and not a party that can help us govern Ghana. Let me make a statement again and put it on record. 90% of Ghanaians have come to that realization that the MPP as a political party is a killing machine. It is not a machine. It's not a party that is willing and ready to help us govern as a people. And Internet, so many people walked away from this personal protest because Afenyomakin wanted or wants his girlfriend Tokonu, the Chief Justice who has been suspended, to know, say, Sebio minja ukwemu. I am doing everything possible to bring you back, which is never possible. Now, Shadie, before we go into the demonstration itself, yanshe numbers na NPP focus say ebin sida the biggest numbers are yehu bi e Ghana election. These are the numbers. Demonstration, MPP plus 4 parties in any. I'm just a Ghana for Jimmy. So demonstration on we here no 4 parties plus MPP. And I'm here no. I did not edit this. So these are pictures, videos you saw. And I'm so happy. They be a catch a government we say, Senka any day a government will be try or best stop it Obi from demonstrating in Ghana. Kajo Mahama Bunsa me mabodam. The NDC government is not going to stop anybody from demonstrating. Some person called John Mahama office the letter question in Sema, you have the right. Yeah, the bema. Yeah, tata will be a some person demonstration weekend be the NDC government will give you protection. This is the NPP now. Almost some of the biggest opposition party in Ghana. Now, almost kasa yentie. This is their biggest demonstration. Adanya, they are saying, say, yenyina sorry, yenyina no, yenja ni medio muchi. Eno munam kuno mubo chucho mucho. Ebi ana yobi chocho mucho. I just say, afenya makin, wacha enyoma tuwa yemboma ni girlfriend tokonu. Ena demonstration besiaba. Ebi ana yobi chocho mucho. Na who ya demonstration about girlfriend na? On can't just our girlfriend demonstration in charge. Demonstration yebubu ni tot 13 nko na 13 mra. before demonstration, we so yeah, strictly by invitation. There, strictly by invitation demonstration. I've told you people, the NPP still don't understand the say Ghana new krasi biemo. They are no more attractive and they will never be attractive until Party Nankasa goes into detention for bare 50 years. The ideology behind the party, Ghana for behu. The reason to a party we were Ghana Nibia already 10 years crying. It's real serious Ghanaians who think deep. They will never fall for these gimmicks. No, these antics. Ghana ni anajuni Juma will never fall for this. Now nim dia ya. They be the technology. MPP leadership no impenifo na yadwin so magimi. Na dia ya ne say enkwara no mudi akire no. Sa young ones na mudi party na chi no without due respect. Dodo na Jimmy Chen impenifo no mudi anim no. Ene na ha adwene no. Because at a point I was thinking say a bedroom point be cut off point be o ha. Ombenya some new crop of young people bia. They are intelligent enough to understand say enya tribe any editorial party enya lies any intimidating power now being honest in your deliberation, in your communication, and being honest about things you speak on. But there you say in kitwa no mudi achire no me asa meka we omo Jimmy champion for no now here. This is a young girl I know the demonstration echi.
Let's watch this video so that I have some 1 or 2 things to tell you. Let's watch this video.
If there are genuine grounds to establish a prima facie case against the Chief Justice, or consequently, if they do find reason to remove her, they shouldn't because she's a woman?
Yeah, they shouldn't. And I feel that...
how's that good for democracy?
It's not good because it means that the executive is now undermining the judicial independence. They can't function on their own because when you come into power, you appoint someone from your party to become the Chief Justice. How is people safe from justice? You know,
were you in this country when Charlotte Osei was removed through the same processes that are enshrined in the 1992 Constitution?
I was.
How did you feel about that?
Well, she delayed in announcing our Nanado as president. So with that, I think she had a motive.
So you think that's justified?
It's justified.
But the Chief Justice, Mirabe Saba Tokono, is not justified?
No, the petitions because of the petitions that were brought forward that she should be removed doesn't hold ground.
Have you seen the official release of petitions that have been brought against her or the leaked ones?
Official, there's one that I know of is from a police officer saying that her demeanor in court was.
Have you also seen the one that said that she was sponsoring private vacation and paying her spouse and child per diem?
What has that one got to do with being a Chief Justice? It doesn't hold grounds, man. It doesn't hold grounds. Because even if she's not a Chief Justice, there are most people in Ghana that sponsor their kids, they fly private jets and all that. So you can't say because of that, you should remove her.
God have mercy upon us.
This is where the problem is. And this is the kind of mentality of the party where you are this girl or young girl. Ne mame ne papa boka de na ko school. O si bia odwene. And this is because a test con ni. And this is for the NTS where MPP ni akwara o. Obenyini ababeye constituency women's organizer. No nemu ano ababeye treasurer. No nemu abetena TV so also onimnyansa chen ye nyina. Oh, the exhibition of Jimmy. You busan say na isi awa demonstration no adentra na say yes say president beba no abayi a Chief Justice dey free or na maame ne say okay na Charlotte say na wo krom ha na eyi no also ye na wo krom ha na say ekwan amofa azu Charlotte say say Charlotte say time Ekufuor the win election no wa anya ne ntem amobo results ne ntem ti na eye pa say ombepam no na journalist busan say na Madam Tokonu unim say eye petition e ba no nsem bi wo mo so we hu ba ku atiti bi ba ku bi a we hu ono wa kenkan na police ni bi na chiro say maame ne body language ni dimi na nye na maame ne sa busa nse sa petition mu ade likiri bi say Madam Tokonu the Chief Justice of Ghana onim Ghana mra nyina onim bone from papa no wa mani kunu watam ni kunu si play mu atam ne ba si play mu asa koma mo pay dem $10,000 eye taxpayers money wo a wugina we o maami asebi obebi owo no onu sisika uhu ni sen o se se de nya asem we ko yesi a na kam de boto akekere no na na kona nkwase de na fra enam de ne ko bokina ne yakotutwa mangraman ne say nya asem ya ekromania wo onti ase inti the NPP the leadership no. These are the people they be say Nicaragua for ejimi for no the foolish masses nobody part ni chire bi nie into begas wa share wig into nim nyansa da bi enya wig bia na show ebi one Cambodia a ponko de ene hye no ewia ne bo a na asase na adwene enya wig ni wig a sha utumi da de hye ni tin na adwene say wig e Cambodia ponko bi a wewu da no bako twa ne dua no eno e hye ni ti edua ewia bo pe no abodam in summer abaywa waking eye den na Ghana ni tumi tina say we near the better man. You see the kind of people we are trying to govern with. And I'm catching Ghana for say we need to leave these people behind. We don't even have to engage them. When they want to exhibit their ignorance, leave them. When they want to believe in their own lies, leave them. Let us just move forward. Let us support this government, this party. They are going to make mistakes. Let us caution them. Let us guide them. Where they have to be cautioned, we do it. Where they have to be guided, we do it. Where they have to be applauded. Then in the next 42 years, things will change for Ghana. Now, Sanko way, the way they reason, the way they think, the way they feel so entitled, the way they say, Obiye Jimmy, but you see, when you get an NPP person, now we need come one-on-one. I want to how foolish they are. On say, ya chi kusie ba could be jinan chain near busa questions. On be at here. Ya was 200 womb. On say, ya chi kusie ba could be jinan chain. Na ye busa question. On say, hey, na ketesia pa went to our boy. Ah, Bema etumishan home on say yenda. And say, oh, say, uchi kusie ba kufrim kusie na say, hey, sam kusi bi din kusie chi. When your friend in kusipata, wig is channel, or just say a wig. Cambodia ponko wewu into a namono adwene nye dwuma. Hwa analysis be oye. But you see, the biggest problem we have is such people and these people, such kind of people, they are so enshrined in what they believe in. You cannot change her mind because nakuma Jimmy Tarohon. Nebrabo Jimmy Tarohon. Adwene Jimmy Tarohon. It is tough to move with such people. You leave them behind. Technology intini ehu yo we nka unhu enya technology anka ndenka unhu anka we di anka peace FM for catch hey ende de yehu bi da peace not 4.3 ende de yehu bi da NPP a demonstration chenchirenche e de abe swan kran na John Dramani Mahama ban de ende enfifre ti omo no e che otwen bi ode du krom na de si ye ene se afejo mark na oye minority leader no on the DMPP fu enima obobo chenku e di asa e bobumoye e koduru Jubilee House na nde ensema ye ti yenti bi da eye mrahye mbejom aya de odi anim kumafo no eye afejo marking e de nanu asem otudwa no eye MPP fo e de eniodin sebi omo se omo ni abreko na sebi en soja MP me say na yet won ye load ye downloading kwasi asem na ye downloading kwasi asem na ye download ankanye technology ankan kwasi asem we
technology
ankanye technology ankenim se san ngofo we no omdi demonstration echi.
Let's watch this video so that I have some 1 or 2 things to tell you. Let's watch this video.
If there are genuine grounds to establish a prima facie case against the Chief Justice, or consequently, if they do find reason to remove her, they shouldn't because she's a woman?
Yeah, they shouldn't. And I feel that...
how's that good for our democracy?
It's not good because it means that the executive is now undermining the judicial independence. They can't function on their own because when you come into power, you appoint someone from your party to become the Chief Justice. How is people safe from justice? You know,
were you in this country when Charlotte Osei was removed through the same processes that are enshrined in the 1992 Constitution?
I was.
How did you feel about that?
Well, she delayed in announcing our Nanado as president. So with that, I think she had a motive.
So you think that's justified?
It's justified.
But the Chief Justice, Mirabe Saba Tokono, is not justified?
No, the petitions because of the petitions that were brought forward that she should be removed doesn't hold ground.
Have you seen the official release of petitions that have been brought against her or the leaked ones?
Official, there's one that I know of is from a police officer saying that her demeanor in court was.
Have you also seen the one that said that she was sponsoring private vacation and paying her spouse and child per diem?
What has that one got to do with being a Chief Justice? It doesn't hold grounds, man.
It doesn't hold grounds. It's not going to hold grounds because your wig is not holding the root of your skull. Your wig is not holding grounds. The wig you are wearing, the Cambodian tail, it is not holding the root of your skull. It is not holding ground. Now you say we're going to Jimmy, yeah. Where more?
Put it yourself.
Well, that is the communications officer of the new opposition New Patriotic Party. As you can see, the march has started. The action is right behind me, and we are marching. First stop is Parliament, and then of course we proceed to the Jubilee House to present that petition or present their grievances to the president. They say hands off the judiciary, and that's the whole intention for this demonstration. At the heart of it is a suspension of the Chief Justice. I want to engage some of the people with placards. Hello, tell me, what does your placard say?
Are you seeing it?
What placard does it say?
Are you seeing it yourself? So I won't talk again.
What does it mean?
Are you seeing it yourself? So I won't talk again.
Yeah, but you're holding it. What does it mean?
To judiciary, that's all. Do justice to judiciary, that's all.
All right, he says do justice to judiciary. Madam, what does your placard say?
Executive power has limits. So judiciary fund ya nya yapamo muna yapamo ochina ye bisa papa joma ama say e die na baye a omampani jeje e baye mra no wo ho wa asesa no omampani omampani kofu baye mra no wa asesa no omampani atamese baye mra no wa asesa no wo bedi wudi first ukọ wa asesa mra omampani akufu ado aba wa asesa mra no what's number 4 third one what about the samlano and ya what's the emra na wasisa emra na bo judge for e wo ban no samlano yensisa no 1993 and obo share samlano to wo unku ade wo dan e dia na opesa wo ya adu be na ba utrim enti opesa samlano enti ya ma ya jira judicial na nim se enya dia emra no yensisa ne nai yensisa na otira enya say what the to kokko ne dey ya dia tira no enti ya warning no we are warning from mama o say you papa o ya da just opposite samlano dia you better to kokko
wow passionate rhetoric here. Hello sir, how are you feeling?
The way I do it, maybe demonstration power. Mama, you should not change the woman. You should not let the woman to work.
All right, thank you for speaking to us. Of course, tensions are running high, but there's excitement. You can see the bus band following us. There's music. Although they have a serious issue going on right now, of course, they have to have some fun while they're at it. So we'll try and engage some more people and then understand. I really want to focus on the placards and what it means. Hello, madam. What does a placard mean?
Hey.
All excitement for what?
No, I will not come.
All right. What does your placard say?
What's it? What's my name?
What's today?
What's it, my kind?
What does it say?
Minimo.
I don't know a crowd, so who never did the crowd?
We just know money.
Who are no money? What's the fire day?
What's it?
What's the fire day?
What's it?
What the mouth the fire day?
I didn't tell me about. What's my name?
What's today?
What's it, my kind?
What does it say?
Minimo.
I don't know a crowd, so so who ni made the crowd?
Me jara mo ni ma me.
Who are no money mao? What's by a day?
Rather Jacobo. If I didn't watch on what do we grow fancy, I did 1,000 Ghana foom or comedy wise so. When I'm putting Ghana say MPP demonstration. Yeah, the card about the placard about said, hey, yeah, John, a cock at the seas there. After your market, as a go for free with the back. Give you, hey, MPP. Me cast on Jones me more there. After your market on the bus bed 20. We did before, Omunya Jubo. It do not use the car. I can want to tum. What the mic can buy in cranzy. Oh, Huba Papa, man, Casa rough. Omu the windy bum, Omu to foot road. Oh, windy but to Caswa. In foot road with him. Kiki. After your marking than a year and chain, a girlfriend, awo, and chain, a la Tobio Kwashi. And what's a son go for a good road through every uniba. And what catch one, I want me a catch one. Yes, I first say we 20 Ghana. As I would have quiet there. What the BB one could have one cassa in kind record in kind. You don't care what was our summer men car. Kwame ato nano honest nano yen meka or some is middle on what's mum I mean you answer I mean come on them na me go fanti on do come be that no en kwasi asem we ni ye jide the ye gina ya say MPP ko demonstration. You see the foolishness with these people. They know, say, their followers are ignorant. They know, and technology and go you. Mumba musema technology, and that technology and carry go. Kaka say, hey, demonstration no my. Kwame atoni ebusa nte de ni watchro so. Osama minima zo, miski me, what's me free winni bana membra. Ya MP no de mayen. Abroach so jaman, on no de main. It's your swan gukabu. We jana yere de maofie. And I want you 200 Ghana na wonko kuta tabo. What the tabo beba one say the omu free winni baba and they catch omu no. Afi nyoma ka catch omu say. What kon kan? Idun kana. You afraid baby circle. Idua obama tabo me kuta. Wama tabo na one jom men ko kasa enkan de one kasa rough. Idun kan. Na them radio free watch your mic abrofui. Wabekasa wenywa you yeda esa men kwa kasengu kasadim ikase wo hu Kwame ato so de wo hu camera ohu hwida wo hu oba no ho febusa questions Kwame ato say ende mama nkebi na nipa nche meduru fia evidence
put it yourself
Me jara mo ni ma me.
Who are no money mao? What's the fire day?
What's it?
What's the fire day?
What's it?
What the mao the fire?
Minimo.
I don't know a crowd, so who ni made the crowd?
Me jara mo ni ma me.
Who are no money mao? What's the fire day?
What's it?
What's the fire day?
What's it?
What the mao the fire day?
I didn't tell me ba. What's my name?
What's the day?
What's my kind?
What does it say?
Minimo.
I don't know a crowd, so who ni made the crowd?
Me jara mo ni ma me.
Who are no money mao? What's the fire day?
What's it?
What's the fire day?
What's it?
What the mao the fire day?
I didn't tell me ba.
Osisa won fi winiba. Aboakire no what is ban we no what is ogu ka with them ponche what aban kan obema tabo mekuta odema wa e pega tabo n e ban kanfo dem radio phone work abrofo dodo e wa ka wanu dwum Kwame atoso tumi kana no dum into one so do ye busa nsam and I say me na obeba na odema minimum adko na yeto MPP ko demonstration MPP ko demonstration enti yenja bibia out of frustration. And the minority leader, Madam Tokonu's boyfriend, he slapped a police officer. And I expect the Ghana Police Service to release a statement on that. You know the reason? Because Afenyomakin ebo police in Yasum. And as a minority leader, this is Afenyomakin, he slapped a professional police officer who was protecting such a twerp. Afenyomakin was being protected by a police officer and a police officer said we be osoro anopa krampo no on we nya a V8 antrim a police officer we gina area so for hours Afenyomakin who is supposed to know better also no a lawyer or a minority leader he actually stretched his hand at a police officer. Obo police assume, and this political party, you expect young people like us to get up. Sorry, send me the MPP. Memkasama MPP. Mejimi. This is Afenyomakin. Out of frustration, because Odumse or PBB, you see, at a point they wanted to cause commotion. At a point they wanted chaos. At a point they wanted to push the police to the wall. Na BBNC, na etwonto, na BBNC no maka say police for Mahama police for Bomutu. It was not happening. When they go to the Jubilee House, yaya barricades. Before you go through the barricade, we need to know you, identify you, and know who you are. Because you are entering the Jubilee House. Sebio Enyakufuado Papa Fie. You are entering the seat of government. Until you cannot just be said, at least they need to have a physical assessment of you before you are given that nod to enter. John Mahama and Abain, they have given them every access. Access chaos. Police for have been professional. He wanted to start something. He wanted to confront the police. Now a person police for the reacting. Now afe intokwakwesi in front of Jubilee House. Now afe okoka say John Mahama police for the instructions so omumbo or no minority leader and MPP for in front of the Jubilee House. And I'm expecting the Ghana Police Service to release a statement on this because adia avenyowa here no sebio Senka police ni natine nsa ewo afenyomakin so a ankenda na dwinkianda. This is afenyomakin. This is afenyomakin slapping the police officer. He actually slapped the police officer twice. And the Ghana IGP boss is sitting there. He should be charged. He assaulted the police officer. 2 times Afenyomakin slapped the police officer. This twerp, and we sit in Ghana. This is a person who is supposed to know the law. He is the minority leader in parliament. He slapped an innocent police officer 2 times. So imagine, say, a police officer in the Tinan and Sawa Afenyomakin so can I drink here better? But the IGP is sitting there. He thinks that we are building a church. The IGP is sitting there because he used to have friends in the MPP. So when the MPP they fool, the IGP covers it up because Jimmy. Now, sir, just away from Afenyomakin. When a young man tomorrow shoots a policeman in the head, are you going to go arrest the policeman? Afenyomakin is a member of parliament. He's a lawmaker. Afenyomakin is a member of parliament who knows how the law works. And also he's a lawyer. And you, the IGP, you are sitting there like a toy. You think this is a joke? You think this is about going to church and going to dance? You think that the law was made for you and your friends? You have to be fired as an IGP. You are a waste of space. Afenyomakin, a member of parliament, leading a protest. A young police officer stands in the sun for hours to protect Ghanaians and protect Afenyomakin. Afenyomakin gets in front of the Jubilee House and slaps a police officer. And you, the IGP, you sit there like we are joking in this country. If you cannot be the IGP, just fucking walk out. He needs to be arrested. He needs to be charged with assault. And we sit there and we are sitting there, innocent person with the hankwa. Why is Afenyomakin walking? Why is the police not bringing a statement out? Why is he not being invited? A police officer was assaulted by the minority leader. Watch the video again. You, this IGP, you will never have peace under me. This is right in front of the Flagstaff House, the seat of government. Right in front of the Flagstaff House. And this fool, you want me to respect him? Now, honorable. Now, I am a teacher and go for honorable, like MPP for Jimmy for honorable Kennedy Japan. What is maybe man of Kennedy honorable? My foot. Why should I call Afenyomakin honorable? Now, you know why? Mama try the crow. This IGP is not ready to work. This IGP is just a slow motion IGP. Then people like us, we are not going to make your job easy for you. After Afenyomakin slapped this young police officer twice, they quickly went to Joy News. You know what they went to do? Muntie Richard Ahiagba, the director of communication, MPP. Muntie Senior Adia Moshe, see how the guy narrated it on TV. And the IGP is sitting there. You're sitting there like a toddler. You are sitting there like a church mouse, tolerating this nonsense. Now, Ochina young man, police, are you going to arrest that person? Listen to the MPP. You see what they did? And they sent their communications officer to go on TV to lie about what we all saw. Now, listen to their defense.
But we managed to submit that petition. You know, this thing is talking about Honorable Afenyomakin having attacked.
There's a video where he's seen pushing the police officer.
Yes, it was chaotic. It was chaotic. We commend the police. DCOP Duty, I commend him. He's done great work. We appreciate that. But it got to a certain point, you know, there's this tension when we want to let people in, people out, and all of that.
This was around the Jubilee House area?
No, this was around the Parliament.
Right.
Right. So it was a very tense space. Myself got caught into it, trying to create space. It was very tense. And then in that process, the leader was hit very badly, this way, right on his chest. And he actually was almost taken out of the march. I had to take him to the washroom and kind of just cool down.
Alexander
Afenyomakin. So it was, if you saw anything as though he's attacking anybody, it's a reflex, trying to defend himself. Okay. It wasn't anything that he intentionally...
So he was rather hit by a police officer?
He was hit by the police officer I was standing right by him. He was hit this way on the chest, because perhaps the police officer didn't know him, didn't identify him, and hit him on the face. So I had to tell him that this is the minority leader. And then he kind of cool off and then allow for him to enter. So my brother's propaganda won't wash. This is a massive demonstration. Their government, this government...
Yeah, here's some nonsense. And I'm so pissed with that journalist sitting there. You saw the video. And you, Elton or whatever, sitting there like a junkie. You saw the man hit the young police officer. Where in that video did Richard Ahiagba take Afenyomakin to the washroom and brought him back? And then kwasia journalism, no. We saw this thing on TV. We have all witnessed what happened. We have witnessed it. The guy is lying. And you, a journalist, instead of you to protect the police officer, because the police in a share we assume, and people will make the whole demonstration about that and say the government actually sent the police officer to hit Afenyo Markin. Now, Kwasia Webejina TV so catcher will say, Afenyo was hit on the chest and that he took Afenyo to the bathroom, to the washroom to clean up because police didn't board or born the bono. No one. Inti police no ebo Afenyo Markin boso e ma ne no ho inti Richard Ahiagba etam de call bathroom and on side ne buy no be mu. This is what we saw. Where did the policeman hit Afenyo Markin? Where did the police officer hit the guy? And when did he take Afenyo Markin to the restroom to go clean him up to bring him back to now come enter? Why are we lowering everything in Ghana, all in the name of politics? And we, the journalists who are supposed to be fair, we have to be solid, resolute, and ask these people, we need to be firm. We are sitting there like foolish idiots. We all watch the same thing. You make this clown. Jimmy Wabejina TV so catcher will say Afenyo was hit on the chest and he took him to the bathroom and Afenyo was collapsing. Afenyo nene into Afenyo Markin has assaulted a police officer. The minority leader who says he's a lawyer. The minority leader who says he's Oshemra Oniminyansa, the guy who is leading the 88 people in parliament, the 38.2 people, the guy has assaulted a police officer. A Ghanaian should be able to sue Afenyo Markin. But we sit in Ghana, media houses are playing this thing like a normal thing. Say, Ghana Police Office, the IGP, if your men go out there and the young men out there, they strike them, don't make any noise. If any police officer is attacked in Ghana from today by Ghanaians, anywhere you send them and they get attacked, some get shot, do not make any noise. Because you are encouraging these kind of attacks on the police. Because now, we all know that you, the IGP, you see this as a normal thing. The young people on the street, that the police have to go out and protect themselves. You have given the police to them to destroy the police. If the IGP does not take any action on this, then you people, when you go out there, the people will come after you. They will assault you physically because we have seen on TV. We have seen a whole minority leader slap a police officer because of a politician, because the party MPP, the IGP is saying no problem. I am going to remind the IGP of this incident every day like the way I remind Anefi of his crimes. Every day I sit here, I will play this video, I will show to the IGP, and I'll let him know that that is the legacy. So free Ghana police moi until he takes action on this. Until Afenyo Markin is invited. Afenyo Markin needs to be charged of assault. Until Afenyo Markin is invited by Ghana police and charged. The IGP will be on my show every day because now we know that the young people out there, you can also attack the police. You are condoning that and you are making that official. And I will help you. And if you're a young police officer in Ghana, now you say, this thing you are seeing is a joke. Do you know the thousands and millions of young people there who are taking inspiration from what Afenyo Markin has done? Do you know Nipa Bebreba, young people Bebrebe, almost Sebio Adriboni wo mutima, they have watched this and taken some kind of inspiration from tomorrow. you will see how police officers will be attacked in Ghana. And people will make reference to this. Because politicians are not bigger than the ordinary Ghanaian. And when I say ordinary Ghanaian, the people who are not sitting in parliament, the people who are not in the Flagstaff House, you people are not seeing TV every day on TV. Those are the people who are running this country. And if the IGP today is going to cover up for a criminal minority leader, Afenyomakin, who attacked an innocent police officer, then the police, the civilians, we are equally right to attack any police officer who tries anything on us. I am saying this, and the IGP needs to listen to me. It is looking like he doesn't know what's going on. It is looking like the position is going into in his head. He's becoming pompous. He thinks that the position is a position that he has to retire with. He thinks nobody can do anything to him. But we can force you to do your job. And we can force you to resign. And we can force you to be sacked. So make sure this this minority leader, he's brought in and he is processed. Every single day, I'm going to show you the IGP on my show. I am going to show this video on my show to remind the young people out there that the IGP has given a green light that if the police or any police officer tries anything, attack the police officer, because the IGP is seen as Afenyomakin and politicians better than you until the IGP takes a step, until the IGP decides to charge Afenyomakin with assault. If he does not charge him for assault, then we are going to make sure every single Ghanaian, every single young man, so police need to try anything on you, try something on that police officer until the IGP takes a decision. Because this video, you cannot tell me that we should let it slide. So I'm promising the IGP, Mr. P, Mr. S, get me his picture that we will put on our show every day. We will let the world know what the IGP of Ghana, the kind of nonsense he's condoning. Obi call parliament, Eko crash, Eko say Obi cash, you people jailed him. You, Ghana Police Service. A young man, we did not even check his mental status. He went to Parliament of Ghana, Oko crash Obi window keke. Moga police voted actually court me jailino. Mabuboda, moju see Jimmy. Some innocent man, we didn't even know his mental status. Ora Parliament, occupy cash keke. You people you convinced a judge to jail that man. You police, you Ghana police, you convinced a judge to jail that young man. We did not even check his mental status. This foolish man called Afenyomakin, or a minority leader, he attacks the police twice. This guy slaps a young police officer twice. Now, young police officer no, or no see the opportunity. Na say okobokrono or bobitua. Why mistake? Adia china the two police officer and same. Now also everyone's life is at risk because and there we are beating them in public. Nobody say anything. Now okitoro bobitimutua. Has he made a mistake? Adia nkwasi asam na modete Ghana no. And the president and everybody in the MP NDC they look weak to me. The president to every single person in the NDC, they look weak. This nonsense happening. Some questions say and they could for the bit messy. Some questions say we share the TV sui and they could for. Will it ever happen? And yakasa mo be deep power mo NDC for. And I'm just say sorry. The nonsense must stop. The foolish diplomatic that kind of nonsense lifestyle. No, you people have put a stupid stop to it. Or bit boom round so we need to deal with the person. Why are we building this country like sorry? I didn't question no. Who is having your marking? So this is a promise from me to the IGP. I am promising you today. And if you don't take action on this, I will let the world know that you are the fake ass IGP. You have given the young people out there they should kill police officers on the street. They should attack police officers. Until you, IGP, besides, thank you. Until you, IGP, you make a decision after your marking is brought in and charged, I am never going to stop this matter. Because at least we all have seen the video. We have seen the footage. You cannot come into that office and make it your wife's office. You cannot come sit in that office and make it look like Osia Isro. You cannot come sit in that office and make it look like Osia Sumo. We are not going to worship you. We are going to force you to work. And if you decide not to work, we will sack you. What do you say? At the form, sir, people should win power and give you power for you people to misbehave. Take action. You have 24 hours to bring Afenyomakin in. He needs to write a statement. He needs to be charged. You cannot tell me the court will only decide whether Afenyomakin was wrong or not. You cannot come and tell us that he has come in, he has written a statement, he has gone. He needs to be charged. Because I am doing this to protect every single police officer on the streets of Ghana tonight. Do you know what that video is doing in the system? Unim confidence I had criminals. Unim inspirational abonne for air taken from this video. And you sit there as an IGP. Masa, so what brako. If you think you are tired, I have your personal number here. I'll forward this video to you. Opa responded. Opa man responded. I don't care. But I want you to know, say, I will see say you have gotten the receipt. Why are we entertaining all this nonsense? Why is this happening? So the young man who is a police officer or a waster now, do you think people will be interested in going to the police again? Every day they have been on the receiving end. And the Ghana Police Service, the young people have been on the receiving end. Nobody speaks for them. Now, what's not police do this age? You are sitting there making this look like a movie. You are playing politics. How long have you got to be serving in the police service? I am promising you this, my friend. You can be my father. But at this point, I am speaking to you because of the position you fill. You are a public servant, and you need to do what is right. With all due respect to you as a father, as a parent, I respect that. But you as the IGP, you need to deliver. We are not going to mince words because of your age. If you think you are too old, if you think you are not respecting you, leave that office and give it to somebody who is willing to do the job, who is willing to take the heat. We are not going to entertain this nonsense again in Ghana. For 8 years, this nonsense went on. Near to Hana Dampare, etam police phobi, say, or the armed robbers be kwa check location. Ya koya, ya bought a police phone in that too, armed robbers too. Ye nipa, or quite a tip of ever seen there. Innocent people were killed. There were murderers in the Ghana police under Dampare. Dampare set up a whole murdering machine in the Ghana police service. We saw all that. You know all these things. Dampare, Oba Bontano Kuta Bible. But in the Ghana police service, he had murdering machine in the Ghana police service. Dampare had his own police in the police who were committing murder. You come in here and you're going to condone this nonsense and you're making police look like, say, so you are giving inspiration to people to go after police, to slap police anyhow. Who is having your marking? We need result. 24 hours, the Ghana police service, this is the footage. You need to give us results. We need a statement from the Ghana Police Service. We need a statement from you, the IGP. I swear to God, if you don't, the rest of my production till you will be like our nephew on my show. Every day I'll remind Ghanaians of what you are condoning in Ghana. We are still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Taylor. After this short break, we will continue the show.
Yo! We are best fishermen. No answer mine. I watch it. It was for Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was better Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you super why round what? It was for Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was better Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. It was the Belgium fan, Belgium fan, Belgium fan. Why you why round what? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? 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 Why round what? Why you why round what? I want it. Original. I will go for Belgium fan. I want me to Belgium fan. Where you man
You are still live on Loud Talents TV. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 4 p.m. US East Coast time. It's definitely 8 p.m. in Ghana. I got exactly 1 hour. Not sure no I end it. Obia because any control bibia. I decide the media space, because men am kuta no kreno. Oba now diatra. You take your head off. Very, very important. Some jandam be called around. I don't know if we have time to deal with it. Mr. P, Mr. S, the documents are in one of the, I think we will deal with it tomorrow. I have enough time tomorrow to deal with the jandam. It's got to do with Bank of Ghana and a data bank issue. Be a amount will be a church on Semfaho. We will set the record straight. We will let the world know and Ghana know. Say that story making round to say, Bank of Ghana, they have given data bank another contract to be doing some things, it's a lie. The truth, and we are not just going to come speak. We will just add the documentations to it to prove to you, say, what is in circulation is a lie. Jandam. Tomorrow we will kill that. We have the document, but we have to kill that tomorrow because time no day. Now, and the MP before it could do a Jubilee House, they tried to do something. They tried to make it look like, say, the NDC government led by John Mahama, they don't know what they are doing. And as usual, they tried to play their childish politics when they were presenting the petition. Let's listen to Afenyomakin. One interesting thing, say, the person who received the petition on behalf of the president, Nidindi Standogwe, who is the deputy chief of staff, the Flagstaff House. And Omeki, some very interesting, straightforward, categorically straight, honest statement. Because you see, you need intelligent people to always deal with these piglets. Now, Standogwe edgy petition, before Afenyoma can hand over petition, Standogwe, in fact, let's watch the nonsense Afenyoma can said. And I'll play to you the response from Standogwe, the petitioner. This is Afenyomakin and his group of piglets.
And friend, this is to you. The language is very respectful and decent and expresses our views because we know we are addressing the president. We hope that it shall receive the needed support for the Chief Justice to go back to her office and do her work. Thank you so much. Thank you.
On behalf of the Chief of Staff here in the office of the President, and on behalf of the President, I'm delighted to receive the petition from the coalition and it will be duly presented to the Chief of Staff for the attention of the President. Let me say that we are happy that your process attention of the president. Let me say that we are happy that your process started this morning and has ended very peacefully. That in itself is a very strong message about the democracy that President Mahama wants to instill in our dear country. If it were the case like this over the past 8 years, I'm sure that the retaliatory politics that you talk about wouldn't have been the case. You referencing retaliatory politics is an admission that the 8 years of President Akufo-Addo and Mahama Bawumia were not the best for this country. You can be assured, however, that President Mahama, as every Ghanaian knows, is not that politician. President Mahama does not believe in retaliatory politics. He's described as, too much of a father for all kind of presidents, and everybody knows that. Whatever actions that are being taken now, whatever decisions that are being taken now, as everybody knows, is in line with the provisions of our 1992 Constitution. Indeed, before President Akufo-Addo left the presidency, he himself had started a certain process where issues were brought to him about the Chief Justice, and he referred them to the Council of State. And that is what President Mahama has done. It is not about retaliating on something that was done by the previous administration against President Mahama or the NDC. So the process that is ongoing is constitutional, and I do believe that if the committee that has been set, completes its work, whatever decisions that they make, just as the Council of State's advice to the president was binding on him, it will be binding on him. I can assure you and the people of Ghana that we appreciate the fact that just as government, ensured that you went about your demonstration peacefully, there was one also last weekend, peacefully without any attempt at preventing you from expressing yourselves. We will continue to allow for that peaceful expression of ourselves in this country under President Mahama. Nobody is going to inhibit or stop anybody from doing that. That should tell you that President Mahama, in less than 120 days, has demonstrated how he is going to save the democracy of Ghana. He is going to grow the democracy of this country, and we are going to be together. We will work together. We will work together with you and all the political parties, and your petition will be given the due response. I thank you very much, my brother.
So you see, Nyansa Foba, you see the response he gave them. Now, because they were very uncomfortable, Ombe who say, stand among more a Jimmy for, because after your marking edit petition man, no, he thought he was so intelligent to the point to say, okay, can some when you retaliatory and my bino BBAC bin my binding and I just obey be a MPP and at the end and I stand so jail letter and say, oh, yada must say, but to me the crata we are back Flagstaff House, somebody with my president say, Mobo and Joe, Chief Justice, ya suspended no. No, say, someone got some kaya, dear John Mahama ye, one got some breast will be in Sida. One got someone who judge me, time I'm putting us 8 years. Obian point to my demonstration into my Jubilee House, into my president letter. Mwangasa samunim, said John Mahama, any pebia. More than a compare with Kufuado and Mobile Miana. Ya peobia or D a yet Kebima Min Kebiso. And the Ghana for you now, friends say, hey, Papa, wait, dear. Sabio, in touch a crown to Minkuna, Obian said John Mahama or Kebima Min Kebi Endi. And okay, some Mwangasa when square Mujina he. Demonstration amuye in the Monianje. Obia Bomo. Police for na guard mo obia so mo sade mabe wura ha monim wanwan se ke mabe gina no enti mo angasa mo mfere ende ose na watwe asimu kwasi ampanyi bi ye bi obia amfa ne nsanka no ena mo so edi jimi asoso abeduru ha ose obia amfa ne nsanka mo enti mo angasa de amu ye mo mfere ana mo hu se NDC aban no e kire se sebio nyansa ene odo ene ebu e de kikire man no e wo se musua bibi frim na nanu be sikura no ka chom se he Dear Muye de Wahuya, Musia, Afro Markin, Eye de Da, what you begin to cheat if it's any girlfriend, Toko no Samabe. I said, John Mahama, ye bonibia. wom say mo ye kire ene de ye obi a tumi tinitini ne name wo hwa na bi ne fu a adoye a ohia so be exercise General Secretary Pententu ne ni Aisa Ponjire ni be ya ohia so be kasama ne ni sebio anantema ne ni atenetene afenyo makina kurukuri anakaka wure gudu tiri hu ya ono so abegire ya munyina ya re wo mo ho and eye se mo be exercise na standard ka say obese odwudwa bibi mu kire mo no te ase se sebio ade omo ye ne nde no nyansa bi anim efri se eba petition ebe president say Chief Justice Madam Tokunu yenyina enye John Mahama mpo ne start ye afenyo makinim Pentium 2 nim ena ofo legend so nim say Nana Dan Kwaku Fado etia ban mu ena manfo man petition say Chief Justice de dwumadi a odi no sebio ensoani ena Kwaku Fado de to nchen enti President Mahama bae no krata da ho no so be so mu a odi hudwuma enti John Mahama enhyera nhemra foforo John Mahama emfa koti kwan so enye bibia eye japade Kwaku Fado jaaye no eno ena sebio waba a obo ho bra enti sende Masha black monumu kankan anonoma peteshia begina ha e wo sem wankasa mo fere de moaye no enti standogbe e ka no diplomatically a midwudwam e wo street so no o ka kasa kwa kire mo se sebio nka mo gimi kura no ka mo musa mo ho se Kwaku Fado te so no saa ka bi ma menka bi demonstration ye e ma sebio obi mfa ne nsanka obi a sebio wutumi kire wa adwene no eno kura kekene nka so mo hu se aban papa aba enti standogbe ka kire mo se omo fo mo gimi nkofie nkope pa omo to na sebio dia started na dia John Mahama no dia Kwaku Fado started ya sebio otwa so mine na ye chichire ntoaso governance is all about continuation enti stand up we catch them say krata ne de ne nsaka ebeko president wo say ebeko say nko ene de that's been say wo kwano so no munim na o catch them say omukoro omunkoda ndwene wo enda sunia so hu say anka oma breso anka saade we nsi intende John Mahama mo musa akonya no emoma ye de oma ye na omfo mu gimi nkoda na sebio efutuo enti na ye da na yato yapunum we ena standogbe e kan brofuma ende PZ fo enti medwudwam amagana fo nyina ehu no kore no now yasati another story you were about 50 minutes to end tonight's show na me refi because Chief Justice Nankasa na kan Madam Tokunu.
Simply, no decision that I have made in my role as Chief Justice or in my capacity as President of a panel of the Supreme Court has come from anything but a knowledge of law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And the only answer one can give to all the hand waving is no matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And the only answer one can give to all the hand waving is the legal answer, unless we want something else. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And the only answer one can give to all the hand waving is the legal answer, unless we want something.
Yeah, I want for catch a year Chief Justice Etu MPB 44. Mrs. Do you think we need this now? Mrs. I think we should move. So that was the Chief Justice. Na ochre na adwene. I said the law is the law. It does not matter the noise you make, the keep faith you put together, the sisifia and the fooling you fool and you hitting the police. The law is the law. What does the law say? Has the president gone against the law? Has the president flouted the law? Has the president done anything against the Constitution? If you are not able to prove that, then it means the law is the law. Then it means whatever you are doing, you are wasting your time. It is just your opinion. Into the opinion protest, you are allowed to have an opinion protest. But the law is the law. And Madam Tokonu Kachiramo, a long time ago, no matter what you do, at the end of the day, the noise you make, no matter the shouting you shout, as far as you cannot prove that the president has done anything wrong, the president has taken advantage of the constitution, the president has flouted the law, the president is doing something not regular or irregular, then you have no case. Then it means everything that you do now, by making noise, by chanting, or whatever, it is just an opinion. It is an be before the Nyansa, and can you bray, and come back to Nasa Busomo say 80-90 ekonanti, and he pan a chest say, John Mahame boom rasso. Because all the Afenoma Kinichi, now the MP before Wichi, now Yamacha Busango say, into March and Yamachino, and he a president Teddy Bonnie. Afenoma Kina one can't me. Pentium 2 a one car, full lefu, Nana B so one can't me. Into a hin a chess president will boom rasso. Because I'll say, I'm a che baby, I'm ran yebuso, nay in a young quay yechre. Nay do a chi, yenumra yebuso, into Yam Quasiafuana. And these are the questions every single Ghanaian you need to be asking yourself. So, who this uncle for which year? Busa afenyo markets afenyo. Me person can't send back kuchre. President will boom rasso. The air question now with the suspension of the Chief Justice, and here President boom rasso. So afenyo market into man show baby potia President boom rasso. Obejina mra edi achiro say President boom rasso. And the afenyo market ojimiu. Say afenyo market before every demonstration, I was so oji mic. Na ochire chire omo mubedi de chire say ye be call demonstration and they couldn't be demonstrate and be protesting say President Ebu Mraso emra we na webu na me gina mra we so na make sure say President Ebu Mraso enti e demonstration e no sam mra we a President Ebu a ye de mra e kire say webu so no ene na ye gina so aye yo kire na wentumi anka sa ankire na ode oba na ode tabu be hwe wunsem say na ntia wi na se a ohun so wegimi. And these are the things I was trying to explain to you. The law is the law. It does not matter how much noise you make. The law is the law. Has the president gone against the law? Has the council of state gone against the law? Has anyone gone against the law? They are not able to say it. Then it means the law is still intact. It means whoever has other views is just an opinion. You can share your opinion in so many ways. You can have a demonstration. It's an opinion sharing. You are sharing your opinion on an issue. You can sit on TV and share opinion. You can stay at home. You can be in your party headquarters and state an opinion. What they did today is an opinion protest. They are sharing their an opinion. But it is not grounded in law. It cannot change anything. It cannot shift the table. It cannot make the president change his mind. It cannot force the president to retract the statement that he's made and by following the constitution. What they did today is not grounded in law. It's just a waste of time. It's just an opinion they actually shared. So the MPP shared their own opinion today. They did not state any law today. Okay. Now, let's look at this. There's one story I want us to talk about. My wife has sent me pictures. My wife is she's at an event and she's sharing some very nice pictures. I'm texting my wife. I responded to my wife and sent my twaso. Maybe I'll text you be an all Sribianes or Donere. So Bema be a texting the Australians or Donere. Who's will be texting room when was with Jimmy for on Shell and Donere. Maybe I'm texting me and I'm straight because some can you the dead. I own shall court now some in use cat. I'm texting me when you say. All right. Thank you. I Yantwaso. Who's a baby texting a new Muna and never papa. Bema beer. Or texting the Hebrew or Sribia near Bema or Donny. I try no head. They be out texting or do Muna. I didn't do Muna, 70. On kind of quarantine, they be out texting you do Muna. Bema be or Donny, be or texting or say, because they all catch it with him, and one I cannot text him. Also, my name is Casana Mystery, intimate texting Kana Mystery. I can born in question 72 texting or do Muna because on your papa. Because what way, Sebio, oh, cry your move for a brooch, say, for your move for him. Bova Quatiboto. Nana Vietnam. Bra Facebook. Me and I'm say bra. It's your Tawine. Nana Vietnam. Tawine. Quatiketwa. Bra. Facebook or YouTube or yan pamo. Bra. But Ghana for the NDC or court. Never try Ghana for the good year who delete this video no. Nana Quatiketwa bra. Vietnam. Utimu esia utirimu tutuntu so na oseche hwe enye ho nkwa na best ati otu nyina betutu utirimu tutu na otu tutu bra obebre no ai utututu otu betutu modi amu wunim de ko hu nana koteketwa yese obema se eyi double yese wo krampo no sa yese yese nana koteketwa ekoma oba bi story bi mama mo star story oba owo kumasi e oba story no. Yes, Obama and I got to get to a started date here. Obaro o Kumasi, and already very catch every American. I don't say, Nana got to get to a Omudetina, not just say, about some Pemun some minty, and only say, girls on my baby, just some current kakra, into a so born and I got to get to a BJ kakra. Ah, I think you're running, I got to get to a one, or the Zakatana, or fun to my boom. And Obana said, I got to get to our quiet. Move about Mumbusano. Move Amoko Busani Sia, or Gasame. And the whole minim. And Obani Busan and I got to get us. Not in a home to me on board BJ. Nana got to get to a story or creatima or banana say. Or say, I ain't time I know, Sano, not in a papamuti if you cheshum. A compound house and a obabi beda and the boy ho and obana ne boy ni nyantokwa and an ajono obana car bema no or car bema no ntokwa ba na girl no car bema no ne bema inti eno no di nya shock won kwara bremu to no ye mo ne BJ kwasia wa adwene sa teteka GB excuse on the obana no mumbusa na nakoteketwa Osi ai ona kudi enti ontumi ndam pasoma Obama de BJ ne say no sano not eye compound house mu na oba bi ne kunu nya ntokwa na oba ne car ne bema ne bema inti eno ohuye inti amana nya shock inti BJ aboa when him 1000 what's it ai brother me chem the other side of life da Jimmy me see me miaw me me wicked rough me miaw akopia wadakam Unimyon, me frustrate you rough. The law is the law. Into an more side of better, you're born to be Jedao. I feel later. No, as I catch up as I a debusia for so obedi a busia hene into on your body BJ or good sign kwasia. Nebema sa again is a letter to go in. Nebema to say, Aquano. Sound Nebema to say, was Rosa Gadaboo. Hey, got to get to one azan. Masaba bi wo childhood den on no nya childhood trauma intina yentimi mboni BJ no intimi kwasia on kan chiro ba ne se oba mesua na omoa wo masaba me mo abo nonsense na hwa de na yire kwa ninje na nakatiketwa na yire ninje na sa na yire oyebo asini akora an kokko aya burumu a na oni machines afa oba ni mu inti again on ne na kokko na kwatiketwa ne ninje oba kwa ninje buso obane so oba akware BJ da mopa mo buta na yere oba sorry to because is here me se kokko so obo asini ba na koteketo ayere no ya buruma ye no me se am ko boasin ko busa se Kevin Taylor ya se girls omo fa mu nyina Kevin ye ne ubetuma fa obo ase epi abra wonim ye ya buru nyina mu spare ye amamo ai enti mu se na koteketo na spare ye de amano ye spare ye de amano no spare ko ninje ye pekura je spare na de akoma homeless guy bi manako use machine no ofui. Now, you're there. Story where your story hear me, and then Monday. And I got to get to her. Oh, be that. Mr. P. Obeko Benina Kojiskedru with GB time. Now, Chairman Wontumi officially announces plan to contest as NPP national chairman. Makacha Ghana for say, Ope party o Jimmy Pa NPP. And you see, every single day, Omoma assembly American bia eya no kre mameka assembly ba be si mameka be nkyerɛ wo sɛ maka kyerɛ sɛ me party ni nimu kyɛn mo and I know omo party ni de omo ye kyɛn mo in the next week and a half the AC wo eye tour we mu no mami nya kwa picture sɛ na be mo be hu de mo be te de meka no oh thank you tour now the AC and ansen I will be sika no be mama story be in the next week and a half party ni penifo bi be bodam. One share be crown survive on. Great news be amobetene, you'll be shocked. Minim de omo ye. Ade bia group bi be no party no, you people will be shocked. Hey, say me dinka catch them some will be sekan. Me say munti asem we me catch them. In the week and a half, something like that. Because whatever they do, they tell me, I want to catch them. Some in penifobia more party no amuni momo. Ebi be bodam. Ebi be yare serious at them. One share be feme. A draw omo beto omo ho no, you will be shocked. Mu hu bi da. Muntie, muntwan to ho. We can say, hey Kevin, party na kuma ya odia. Me say, I control the soul of this party. Ebi be bodam. Ebi be yare ada dem. And ebi be wu. Ni nyina ye draw omo beto omo ho. Me mom 1.5 weeks. And you people will be shocked. Omega say, hey, a DNA omo beto omo ho aduro. And some of them I catch them say, adia omo be no, because right now they don't want to do anything physical to anybody for it to become news. Ombe bomb ho atwo. And Ranajo, I was on phone with one of them, Penyini pa, for about 1 hour. I was like, Kevin, adia be so party no. Among phone tiase, pathway is done. Me say, ebi be bodam. Yare be bo ebia to them, ebi be fa ho awu. It will start, people be shocked. I say, Kevin, I don't know. I say, omo ye omo ho aduro no. Omo ba ko na ka kire me. Eduru ankofo ye be to omo ho no. Known faces na munim no. You be say, akwa I don't know we ato no. Hey, where ka them? Me say 1.5 weeks. One cry endu. This will happen. Muntwan to. Now you understand why I say this party will be in opposition for 42 years. You understand me. Now, my man Chow, Chairman Wontumi officially announces plans or plan to contest as national chairman. Yes, Chairman Wontumi say officially wabaya announcement to say onena eba beye national chairman of the NPP. Hey, party we pa. Chairman Wontumi ena ende NPP for some person obey national chairman. Ama ende ahemfo party nim asofo party nim sa party we pese Ghana for eden eji omudi mo mutumi enti party nim nyina na yenya obia so ombe lead party no to bring NPP back to power. Chairman Wontumi na eba be the national chairman of the NPP. Busa won say adenti na NPP for omo bi support to side way busa ho. Now sometimes you ask yourself say na Chairman Wontumi we pa the contribution in the party any day. Apart from galamsey money, apart from etutrasem, apart from disgracing this party and running this party down, apart from corruption and foolishness, a dear partner Chairman Wontumi since obey a regional chairman Ediaka party we who and are you very confident to say obetuma national chairman busa ho. This is the party they be said they are party of intellectuals. Party when they be say a cratch for party. Omo school party. Omo madrimu do. Omo party ni. The MPP about so low to the point to say Chairman Wontumi say and they will be contesting national chairman. Dear the Bema Chairman Wontumi are contesting national chairman. With our question. Now let's go back a little bit. Na me ma hu ade kudi MPP as a political party. In penifo no mu no any base no mu Jimmy. I don't hate them all. I use these words to let them understand the reality on the ground. I don't hate NPP for, but these words are important. Let me show you this. Where you the pathway. Let's just go through this. Where Chairman Wontumi ne resume ni ne track record ni. Now, Wontumi's performance as regional chairman any. Regional chairman obedi no. Say 8 years no. The performance ni. Now, performance way and also the bedi national chairman. Yen Jimmy as a political party. Now, Wontumi first became NPP Ashanti regional chairman in 2014. Remember, 2014. Now Ghana for technically, no majority almost say omani NDC at 8 years. If you say omani Atamels at 4 years, and Mahama Abbas also from 2012 to 2016. So the pendulum was basically swinging in favor of the NPP. It's that time, now Ghana for they were geared towards NPP. Na jandam ni yejuma, na baomi etwatro, na Kufuado dada ankofo. So you didn't have to do much to let MPP win the elections, because Satan na Ghana for ankasa no, we were like NDC 8 years away. Baomi etwatro Ekufuado chantro sympathy vote so home Ekufuado. Oh, where they when we knew obewu. The way they Ekufuado in the last one year. Inti everything bia na MPP bia was in the right direction. They were technically going to win because na Ghana for Adwin Mukra no said John Mahama why 8 years. Now let's look at Chairman Wontumi the record. Na me ma hu say MPP o Jimmy. For him to just say he wants to be the national chairman. Or say chairman sabo so afenyo makimu sankwasiafo e catch so be intellectuals so crack say the soul of the party is done. Now, Wontumi first became NPP Ashanti Regional Chairman in 2014. The NPP as a party had momentum with them because the 8-year tenure of the NPP NDC was coming to an end. And the momentum was with the NPP to win the 2016 elections. And I'm checking in the 2014 Obey Regional Chairman, Ashanti Regional Chairman. Now, basically, NDC for being somebody 80 we na Ghana for were fed up. Now, Bawumia was in the picture. Or so we were like, hey, at there 2016, at there MPP win. And we all saw it. Now, 2016 Now, 2016 elections, Ashanti region. The NPP won presidential vote in Ashanti region with 76%. 2016. Now, Chairman Wontumi, we did chairman, regional chairman of Ashanti region, 2 years. In 2016, the NPP presidential, they won with 76% in presidential against NDC 23%. In 2014 to 2016, no, na Chairman Wontumi Ashanti regional chairman, no, NPP for we need presidential 76%, NDC 23%. Into also TS say, that time when I got to about not Ghana for I take make a decision a weird that now had there. Now, in 2016, the parliamentary was 3 seats to the NPP for the NDC and 44 for the NPP. In 2016 now, NPP for and Chairman Wontumi ebe to sa grace na omu win election we no. NDC nya 23% in presidential, NPP for nya 76 no. Over parliamentary, NDC for nya 4 seats pe. And MPP nya 44. In the Chairman Wontumi be to 44 seats. 44 seats wa nya dwuma bia. They know I answer o Jimmy no ho because not Ghana for enim so beto ama MPP dada. Into about 44 seats. Now here, remember, now NDC was saying only 4 seats. As a regional chairman, the region is the stronghold of the NPP. Don't get it twisted. The Ashanti region is the stronghold of the NPP. You don't need to do much. You just need to maintain the party. You just need to be consistent. You just need to be reasonable. You just need to be intelligent for the people to basically come together and vote for the NPP. That's all. You don't need to do much as the Ashanti regional chairman of the NPP. Now here, Chairman Wontumi, the track record I'm make sure no. Whenever be the regional chairman, Mr. Muboko 24%, 2028. Montiasie. Now in 2018, Chairman Wontumi went unopposed to become the Ashanti regional chairman of the NPP for the second time, as the person who wanted to contest him withdrew from the contest. In 2018, no more power. And a nipa na obe contest Chairman Wontumi no withdraw and a Chairman Wontumi call unopposed. Into obi an contest no. Into at least 44 seats the enim say oho. NDC forward there in 4 pe. It technically Chairman Wontumi nya contest bia o. 2012 da odi garam say sika ebenya regional chairman no. On say nya contest bia to 2018. 2018 so obi an contest no. Now let's move forward. Now, this was when his real incompetence began. Now, showing us it marked the beginning of the NPP decline in Ashanti region, a region they have historically relied on to win all the elections they have won. Now, 2018 a Chairman Wontumi echo all the pose the party shane in same say election 2020 na eba your first major contest, because 2016 elections Chairman Wontumi by 2014 later 2014 it technically Anka Chairman Wontumi lose his seats in the first elections, general elections into Yanfancheno. Into 2018 to 2020 was his first major election, sir. Also the authority say or buy or the Bibia Beka party in Ashanti region. Now watch this. We read the new way. I call them read the way na Mubene national chairman. Now in 2020, now the first test of Chairman Wontumi in 2020, and the first test. In 2020 elections, the NDC moved from 23% to 27%, meaning NDC moved 4 points. NDC did not depreciate in Ashanti region. Chairman Wontumi first test in 2020. NDC moved from 23% to 27%. They made a 4-point step. They made 4 points positive addition to their number. Now, in the Ashanti region, under Chairman Wontumi, while the NPP dropped from 76 to 71 in their presidential, Chairman Wontumi met party in 2014. Now presidential NPP for 76%. In 2020, presidential from 76 all the way to 71. NDC under Chairman Wontumi in the Ashanti region in the national contest in 2020, NDC moving from 23 to 27. So Chairman Wontumi first test, he lost it. The first test, he could not prove himself. This guy, party so many Nyansan got 2021. I'm gonna say thank you. But what did they do? They said, we Jiminti, let's keep him. Chairman Wontumi resume na make no. Akwa we na eba national chairman. Timika just say NPP. Omubenya 24%. Men I know what I'm talking to you about. Now, in the parliamentary results, NDC na 2016, omo 4 seats in Ashanti regional. NDC added 3 more seats. Omo moving from 3 seats to 4 seats, sorry. In 2016, na NDC was 3 seats in the Ashanti region. In 2020, NDC edged 1 seat every Chairman Wontumi ho, at the council seat no man by 4. Into 1, remember, Chairman Wontumi the regional chairman will lose a seat to the NDC. And I was a drop a presidential percentage. Into presidential and parliamentary, Chairman Wontumi has failed. Presidential from 76 to 71. Parliamentary from NDC from 3 to 4. Now on one Kasankasa Krampo as an MPP from 44 it moved to the 42 because independent bako every MPP mu akwana na deputy speaker no. It Chairman Wontumi the first test or drop it 2 seats to Ashanti region. And also drop it or drop it percentage in presidential from 76 to 71%. That means Chairman Wontumi, the first attempt as the regional chairman of the MPP, Ashanti region, will fail 100%. Will fail. Now, MPP Jiminti, what did they do? They kept him. Now, see what happened in 2024. Nidiangasa the Wontumi. Wontumi utiasiye, you can't do it. So Wontumi cannot accomplish. And I'm utiasiye. I'll see a friend chairman Wontumi. And Asante Kasem Yakasa Wontumi, you cannot do it. So the Dinkra say he cannot accomplish it. He's a failure. So the Babro Fuma, your friend chairman failure. Chairman Wontumi nye. Chairman failure. Into then no ya Wontumi no. The issue ni na say e dwuma bi odbema odwan we no ontumi nye. The Dinkra say chairman failure. O de ko Fuma chairman Wontumi. Also imagine the national chairman when the party no ablaste. Now my memfam ko history mu. Or say, the NPP eventually had to beg the former MP, someone they all ganged up against, to do what? To be able to get 138 seats in parliament to form the majority. Okay. Into sa a former MP no and I could join more parliament 2020 and son of 138. Now, my main finishing history now. See this. Akwane say all to me. Also sorry also chairman over to me. Akwane say mean to me. Chairman Wontumi, chairman failure. Now this is his resume. So they were no mujina ho e dia come national chairman no. Inte kire say party number 24 amaka kire ma mo se meboa. Chairman can't do it. He can't. Chairman can't do it. Chairman can't do it. In 2022, the internal elections process was skewed for Wontumi to win again as the Ashanti regional chairman in a tough competition to the 3rd time. So for the 3rd time. So in 2022, Mokai Oni Goka and your friend say Chairman Koka was saying, yes, Oni Goka contest no Wontumi. They know say the guy can't do it. Chairman can't do it, but they said chairman can do it. They knew Chairman can't do it, but almost the chairman can do it. And the chairman can't do it, chairman can do it, you know. And on the 2022, the contest no MPP primaries no the regional chairman sama chairman won't to me be chairman can't do it satamano chairman failure and satamano. Now see what happened in the elections, in the general elections in 2024. Jimmy when I'm going the national chairman and some party no yelego to apetition in 2024. The NDC appreciated in vote moving from 27% they had in 2020 to now 33% in 2024. Chairman want to be by 2014. NDC movie percentage wise when it comes to about a year parliamentary, the presidential, they moved from a year 27%. They came to a year 33% in 2024. Meaning, Chairman want to be NPP as a Ashanti Regional Chairman. No? NPP to NDC to moving from 23% to 33% in 2024. Who in their right sense will say, I want this guy to be the national chairman? Actually, with GB. Now, the most interesting thing is, in 2024, and from 4 seats, that's in 2024, in 2020, now NDC were 4 seats in 2020. Now, the NDC in the Ashanti region under Chairman Wontumi in 2024 moved from 4 seats to 9 seats. 2014, all the way to 2016, NDC moved from 3 to 4. From 2020 to 2024, they moved from 4 to 9. In 2016 to 2020, now NDC were 27% in the Ashanti region. They moved all the way to 33% in 2024. And the party still wakes up and says, we want to give the party to this guy to manage. Chairman can't do it. Chairman won't to me. Odin can't catch him say he's dumb, he's daft. He can't do it. Chenchini as a chairman bet to my chairman so end to me yet. Now, my man finish the chairman Bible no mamo. MPP mo Jimmy Bruta. Now the MPP on the other hand, and I want to me as Ashanti Regional Chairman, dropped from 71% in 2020 to 65%. Remember, Chairman want to me PK partner at 76% presidential elections, and or drop it by 71% in 2020. In 2024, Chairman want to me move the party from 71% to 65%. Percentage-wise in the Ashanti region, presidential. Basically, Chairman want to me as we speak, NPP in 2024 with 42 seats in 2020 parliamentary, dropping further to 37 seats. Nana MPP war in 2020 42 seats no, and as we speak in the Ashanti region, MPP were 37 seats. You look at all these statistics, you look at all these numbers, you do all the permutations, and you tell me say, "Sakwasi Ampenyi will be national chairman." Now when you're 24, Obeka chairman say, "Obi time." Chairman has lost. Chairman can't do it. Me say, me adia menya power we are see a me da meda nyamiase 2024, 2025 when they say, Onyankopon Emma MPP for enko chairman want to me as national chairman. Kame nye show biem. Adia me meni age. Meda nyamiase o makumem 2025. Say NPP for enko chairman want to me. Say my kind statistics natural. Ensesa ebe 24%. Bibi ansesa. A chair party ne Jimmy because chairman can't do it. Almost chairman can do it. Chairman can't do it. Almost chairman can do it. Or say chairman won't to me. Odo kobro fuma. Chairman can't do it. Yes, a chairman can't do it to crash still. Now muk de Caragua for one tibrofuana. Akwane balokutadia wakacha say I can't do it. Ana mo brofuna e de mamu. E dia dano so say chairman won't to me. Odo kobro fuma. Chairman can't do it. A dini alone should tell you, say, Akwane to be near Jubano. Minim say school na mubi munko no. Say comprehension na montiasio. Say grammar na montiasio. Say dictation na montiasio. Say DA na montiasio. It is so simple. Akwano cannot do it. The guy cannot do it. The guy can't do it. Inti MP before obi be say ebia mono e ka ye dwam otwi ansa na mate ase e na maka kire mo no momfa kwa we mbra ne na mhia but my party number 24 because mahu say Jimmy, you don't want to change. You don't want any new thing. You don't want better brains. As a party, Mamo Giatu say Jimmy, Yabebua party no gu. All right, now let's move forward. Made a story way, and I just think say yen can want some kakra. Yes, see, Adiebi wa Ashanti region. Adiebi. Almost say almost from home Ashanti youth to Ashanti youth. Minima de cro say motto say a gatemwa deal. Because I mean, as Kevin, I don't recognize anything called Ashanti youth. What is that? There's nothing in the Ashanti region for Ashanti youth. What is Ashanti youth? Omomuka Ashanti Kasa and I say Ashanti 4. Me, I don't get it. You see, almost say John Mahama Konfanochi Teaching Hospital. Nipa no down na John Mahama pamono edi nipa for abano. Almost say from Ashanti youth. Omo mau John Mahama warning on sisa na adwene. And I'm saying me edi ne friend Ashanti youth. Eye kasa na ana say nipa kuo. Because what I know is Ashanti region. And when you say Ashanti youth, and the Metiasie, it comprises of every tribe, young man who is in the Ashanti region. But I'm saying Ashanti youth, Ashanti youth, Kasana and I say in tono. I want to know because as I sit here, minima dear friend Ashanti youth. And your mom can't Santika and I say Ashanti Funkwa. Because what I know is so I can say Ashanti youth, then I get where you're coming from. But I don't think some men shall be a friend of Ashanti youth. Say Ashanti Fongwana. Because Obi or Ashanti region be a Ashanti person. And the moment you live in the Ashanti region, you are in the Ashanti region, you can be considered as an Ashanti youth. But so because Ashanti youth are na Ashanti Fongwa youth we want more clarification here near who to be a better address. Because right now there we can't address you people because we don't know where you belong. I heard the youth of Ashanti and I say the youth of Ashanti. Because are you saying Ashanti as a region or Ashanti as a tribe? That is, you people should come back again because the president himself does not understand. I want to know because the moment you are able to break it down well, near whom baby mufriba, near who answer the mamo. Because more one the president to say, Konfanochi Teaching Hospital, Nipana or no. President assistant to Muntiasia, more man warning on Sana Agency. Ya pesi who baby mufriba, near who answer the mamo. Ain't as the youth of Ashanti or Ashanti youth, and I say Ashanti youth. Mungi jam na who baby mufriba. Muni address. Ye name code. Mu zip code. Send your baby who be address mo. Until you show us your zip code. Ashanti and I say Ashanti. Ashanti ebe who be address mo youth na more Ashanti youth ni muno. Say Ashanti youth so we will see how we will address. Brofo. Nicaragua for the be mu ha adwene. Petre na mo aba. Moma ye hu ochina monya press conference foforo. Because I cannot address this because I don't really know where it's coming from. Mr. P, Mr. S. Is this a tribal group or a regional group? I want to know because the person who said me address a tribe and I said me address a region. I don't want to mix the two. Anything I'm being very cautious about how I address this issue. Into Ochina Monko Hello FM and now Opimso Radio. Now Monko Chilemunchire say Ashanti youth no omu gina homa Ashanti man nyina youth omu wom and Ashanti form wa Ashanti region. And now we know Ashanti youth, Sebio Awuneni youth, Nzimani youth, Dagombani, Asantinia Omo Ashanti region. So you people come clear kakra. Na monsa na mokakane insisine naso. So this we'll put it in the bin. Ya rebetu bolem. Munye new press conference. Na munchire mu huye. Ne hu mebi amu free. Some way a tribal group ade hu se bia be address mo. Some way a regional group ade hu se bia be address mo. Se na be betu ma chire Ghana. But this one is in the shit bin. Get a better representation. They who see be a better address. Now, okay, we'll be 12 minutes to end today's show. Haruna Idrisu, the education minister, Wakasa, or say government to reverse names of public universities changed under Kufuado. Finito. Obi besie abaino ya nto aba ma mo se mo be study ni nyina ka ho. enam dodo nsen kwan enam dodo ensen kwan enam dodo enema ebia efie bia enije bem ena sebio atiye so ema refie eni se abatiye ma refie enti se president aba no ehu se Nanado Dankwa Kufuado ene MPP fo bedi nkwasiasem obo be change schools ni din a and the education minister say president amani to me names na Ekufuado foolishly or changing ni nyina no they are going to reverse it the on tiasia no COURT so on tiasia the law is the law. So the government of the day is going to change those names, reverse it, bring it back to its original names. Because you would say MP before, no, all that you did was change names without any reason. In the Haruna Idrisu, the minister of education, say universities in tertiary institutions are Ekufuado. Any MP before ever could take say, I want to bet to I would bet to criminal friends, no. John Mahama, through the minister of education, say names will be reversed back to the original names. And as we sit here, so I want to go to COURT. The court is there. And my own girlfriend, Madam Tokonu, says the law is the law. As simple as that. I'm running through the stories because time no day. Now, YEACU, Malik Basintali, secures 5,000 new jobs for the youth through a partnership with Ghana National Fire Service. You see Malik Basintali, and also any fire service for Atenase Akomutirabum Ako agreement. Nipa 5,000 young people, youth, Omo Eba Benya Ejuma Ewo Ghana Fire Service. That is how a government should be. And I like the way all the agencies are, the young people are heading. Pablo Mo, Basinteli Mo, Oba Erike Jemo, the young ones who are given the opportunity to serve in their respective agencies, they are doing everything possible. Asafweje at the scholarship secretariat, you could see he's putting things in order. All these young people, Elekem Kotoko, they are almost so forestry department. You can see the collaboration between the Ministry of Lands and the Forestry Department Commission, the job they are doing. Lots and lots of young people have been put in different places. Jifagonu, they are also doing their job. So this is what we want to see the young people do. Innovation, they have to come in, bring new ideas and create opportunities for young people around the nation. This is a good step, and I expect Ghanaians to support this initiative. If every year we are able to get 5,000 youth into government agencies and now public private sector now, we know say the unemployment rate will be lowered. I'm very happy for this. We all should continue. It shouldn't be just YEA. Other ministries should emulate these things. We should try and create partnership with other agencies that have a small gap. And I say some small rooms are to me so absorb it. And I say I get young people to work with. We are trying to create a country where everybody will get somewhere to work and also be self-reliant. These are very good things. I would like to advise Basinteli, the Zoom Lion issue, just be matured about it. Sit with Zoom Lion. Discuss what is good for Ghanaians. Get to a resolution. At the end of the day, it's a 50-50 thing. Ghana for Enyejuma, Yetuomokaye, Zoom Lion. So it's a private entity that has helped Ghana for a very long time. They also have to stay in the market. This is how we build a nation. You cannot say, fine, you have to fight for the Ghanaian to be paid well. It does not also mean, you have to turn your back on the private sector. Whether you like it or not, Zoom Lion, Ghana, YEA, they need to work, they need to collaborate, and these are some of the things we all need to understand as a country as we go on. We need to look at opportunities. Bibia times we might fall short our times. Some things we might lose, some things we might win, but at the end of the day, the good thing, and I say, the people will benefit. Into YEA should meet Zoom Lion. And then they should always make sure, almost meeting the Ghana situation, and I said the problem, NAM problem. So you go to that meeting, you enter that meeting with a Ghanaian's problem at the back of your head. YEA should sit with Zoom Lion, make sure this issue is discussed. Every single part of it is looked at well. Zoom Lion as a private entity would like to make its profit. Ghana as a government would like to make profit and also create opportunity for its citizens. There's always a way to go around these things. Going out there and making it look like a private entity against the government is not going to help, because there's a government that from the beginning, and the collaboration of the private sector. So this is not a time for us to be rubbing shoulders and fighting each other. This is the time for Zoom Lion and his team to meet YEA at a point whereby we the citizens, Zoom Lion, they will basically get what is reasonable and also what is decent. This is how you build a nation. And I want Ghanaians to understand we cannot do without the private sector. The last time I was having this heated argument with my team, editorial, and about Zoom Lion, about Basintele YEA, and how the whole thing was going. We all had our views. But at the end of the day, the good thing is we want YEA and Zoom Lion to meet at a point whereby we Ghanaians, we will not be losing. And Zoom Lion, as a private entity that wants to pay its bills and pay its taxes, don't want to also lose. Let's look at what everybody brings on board. We bring human capital. Zoom Lion also bring expertise. We need to meet at a point and also build this nation. And I know they are matured enough. Basintele has showed maturity, and I know they will meet at a point where we will all, at the end of the day, create opportunity for each other. And these are very, very important things. Let's not politicize it. Azuri, the reason why he has become a Zoom Lion, anti-Zoom Lion journalist, and they say, you know, Azuri did a story, and that story he did now at the Abuga Pele mo Echo jail no. Abuga Pele no also move free Upper West. Till date, Azuri Echo fear. His people blame him. They call him a sycophant. They call him a traitor. Because that story now, yeah, you know, the end game was to get Zoom Lion and those politicians to end up in jail. But at the end of the day, no, that story now, yeah, you know, it's only at the end of the day, on one, the crop before Nibi and end up in jail. And from day one, he has always wanted to prove himself to the crop before say, or bet to me, actually Zoom Lion at home. Or bet to make creative assembly to Zoom Lion also. And I'm not here to say Zoom Lion is a perfect businessman or near Boneda. But I'm not also going to allow Azuri, the personal feud, and I said the personal greed, to try and destroy a partnership between government and the private sector. There is a time a government in here private sector. We are not supposed to listen to people who are making this whole government-private sector collaboration a personal fight. Ghana for pay good pay. Ghana for employment. We need to meet and discuss and make sure the right thing is done. Until we should ignore the Azuri part. He cannot go back to his hometown because his people know that Sai Juma no yeah na Abuga Pele buko jail no a deliberate job. Anything on the near Zoom Lion no or person or equity at the end of why no into sorry Zoom Lion. Salo a bribe rank or Zoom Lion and yamfa and then a yabe sin. So we should be smart. We should get over these petty things. We should ignore petty people like Azuri and look at the issue well. I want Ghanaians to be employed. I want Ghanaians to be paid well. And I want private sector to also grow. I want Ghanaian-owned businesses to also grow. That is what I want. Nobody should be cheated. We should come to the table and do what is right. Now, look at this. National Service Secretariat for say, majority of national service persons will be sent into private sector this year. National Service for say this year, private sector no, everything possible to bring or send a lot of national service for into the private sector. Ubibeka say, oh, now better the private sector for Etiomoka. No, the private sector, they need a lot of hands. The problem is that the private sector, for a long time, they have not collaborated with the government well to see, say, to me, amity at a pointer, they will benefit from the human resource. International services say, and the majority of national services for no, you don't remember private sector. Now, then you say wako school. Wako HND, wako polytechnic, one Sani Juma, now obeko a private sector. Now I catch you say uni a 3 years experience. Now the national service will give you that opportunity to work with that same private sector, which might at the end of the day employ you, because then we will not have those kind of things. Oko pay Juma, you say you have 3 years experience, because when you work with Coca-Cola for 2 years, when you work with Accra whatever for 3 years. Nobody can tell you on the resume say you don't have experience. In Tobiwa, only a Coca-Cola ye Juma or Ghana, only a private entity ye Juma, or we are any Juma no, or person apply. Nobody in that company can tell him say you need 2 years the experience. So that thing of 3 years experience, 2 years experience, you don't have no national service initiative where it will take that thing out. And at least majority of the national service personnel will have skill. They will have that experience. So the government is trying to bridge that gap between the public and the private sector so that we work in harmony. The private sector, whether you like it or not, they need experienced hands. Now, experienced hands, until you work, until you are on the field, until you do the practicals. It is through the national service not being as high experience, because charge some amount of money, say, for wage man. If a company employs 2 people, now me a experienced person, me what and years, I'm going to take 10,000 Ghana cedis a month. Now, on national service in here, at least or what idea about a jumano or be a service or what practical idea. Now, national service in or consider the 10,000 also, Bema national service in here where we schools is here or man of 5,000. As a company, I will pick the national service. One, I have the practical side that I'm not going to waste money and train that person. And two, the age is on the person's side. I can keep the person for a long term. Into that gap of 3 years experience, 5 years experience, it's going to be out of our job search. And then they say, every job you search, we need partner, emu 80 there, they have that experience to go straight and work. Into this is a good initiative. We expect the national service National Service the office to continue with this, deliberate, collaborate, and make sure the private sector they work with them. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful Monday night. Tomorrow we'll be here 8 p.m. Ghana time. That is 4 p.m. US time. Today we did some survey and we decided to do show early. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's been a wonderful night. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers. Ochna Yebeshia. Good night. Gigim Abuache.
Yo! We are best fishermen. No, no answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium front. It was better Belgium front. It was two Belgium front. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Super why round what? It was for Belgium front. It was better Belgium front. It was two Belgium front. It was Belgium front. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round